All right, y'all. Y'all know what happened. It was an intense weekend. It was an intense weekend. We had a game 7, and we also had a game 1 in the second round of the playoffs. And wee boy, hey, it was wild. It was wild. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the Denver and Minnesota game. Uh, fellas, talk to me about what you seen, what went down, and were you surprised about the results? Chilltown, I'll give you the floor.
I wasn't surprised with the results off the strength that Denver was held under 100 points 8 times this season. The team that beat them did it 3 times, including the playoffs. And they did it off the strength of how they're able to switch. Not only how they're able to switch, but how they're able to chase guys off shots and how well they were in transition. How well they were in transition. And I also thought that they did a great job on the glass. This Denver team is used to making teams play the way that they play, but Minnesota's defense was just stifling. I could talk about Anthony Edwards all day, and I could talk about how good he is as an individual player, but I felt like their unit as a whole, what they did defensively, that was the key to this game.
Simple as that.
I think it was that, and I'm on record saying this, that defense travels, and the fact that their defense travels, I feel like they could keep this up. This isn't something like when the Miami Heat beat the Celtics in game 2, where they had to do something astronomical to win, and that's probably not going to happen again. This is who Minnesota is defensively as a unit. This is what they've been doing all season. They've had the best defense. I thought Rudy did a good job in holding his ground against Joker. I mean, Joker, I think he was 2 for 9 on the long ball. One of the long balls that he hit was in the first quarter. The second one that he hit was with a minute left in the fourth. And the reason why he was at the long ball line as much as he was because Rudy did a good job in giving him that. And not only did Rudy do a good job at giving him that, he also did a good job at manning the paint and chasing those guys like Holiday, chasing those guys like Murray, chasing those guys like KCP away from the paint and basically forcing Joker. I mean, I think Joker took 9 threes, keeping those guys out of the paint. And I feel like that was the difference in the game, in addition to them rebounding the basketball. Now, Cat's got to do a better job in not fouling. I mean, that was a dumb foul that he had on Jamal Murray when they were going back and forth. And that's because of the switching. There was no – I'm saying this on record, Ron, and I've said this a bunch of different times to you, Mars, Swiper, all of you guys. There's no reason to switch 1s and 5s. There's no reason to switch 1s and 4s, especially a guy like Cat. You can chase the guy off a screen, but then you have to get back. I thought Rudy did a good job at that too. But I think at the end of the day, not at the end of the day, I feel like with this unit, I feel like defensively, that's the difference. And I feel like this Minnesota team, what they're doing, I feel like they can keep doing that.
Morris, you want to talk to me about what you've seen this weekend?
The Timberwolves are a really good team. Their size is causing some issues, so I'll say for the Nuggets. Well, it caused some issues for the Nuggets. The way they defended, particularly Aaron Gordon, was telling. I'm curious as to what Michael Malone's adjustment is going to be. Some things I think is just decision making on Denver's part. I think Jokic made a few few poor decisions that will probably be better in game 2, which is tonight, right?
Yes, tonight.
Okay. But if I remember correctly, I might be wrong about this. I think the team Jokic averages the least amount of assists against is the Wolves, I think. And I think them keeping Jokic out the paint or keeping Jamal Murray out the paint very effective, and they do it because Aaron Gordon is the player they're able to roam off of out of pick and roll. And when Rudy's down there, he deterring shots, he making you take shots from a bit further out, all of those things. I'm curious. I don't know what the adjustment is going to be because Denver don't really have many floor spaces outside of Jamal, KCP, and PJ. Off the bench, their best floor space is like Justin Holiday. or Reggie Jackson. So like, I don't know what their counter is to get Rudy away from the rim, or maybe it's just Jokic has to make those floaters that he missed a couple in game one that he probably would normally make. But anytime you can, I don't think Jokic, like some of his threes weren't really like, he didn't really take 9 threes. Some of them were like end of the half. I think he took end of the first quarter, he took one from like 30 feet. And then he took like another one at the end of the shot clock. So it's like he's not really just out there just chucking threes. There's a couple he had to take, but you make Jokic take 6 or 7 threes. That's a win. Like he can make them, but that's a win. And then defensively, I mean, the Nuggets rim protection wasn't great. Some of the philosophy they had in terms of who they were not leaving in terms of when guys are getting backdoor and whatever the case, I think that would probably change. And Anthony Edwards, I mean, I think we're going to end up talking about him a bit. So there's something like, I know I speak about intangibles and how like when you're ranking players, the intangibles like killer will, like I don't care about those things. But when a player has something that like you can't like, it's not a thing that shows up on a stat sheet or that you can quantify, but they just have something. Anthony Edwards has something. That is just something that you can't explain what it is. You can't tell people, oh, this is what it is that he has that other guys don't have. You just know he has it.
Mars.
That's Anthony Edwards. He just has something.
Before you go any further, Mars, it's the confidence. He looks like, I'm better than all of you dudes. I am better than every last one of you guys. Man, there's not one of you dudes out here that's better than me. That's the confidence that he has when he's on the floor. Not one of you dudes can kick my ass, and not one of you dudes can stop me. That's the confidence that I see out of him.
Chill. It's the confidence, but I mean, it's a lot of players that have confidence. Like
J.R. Smith has
confidence. No, chill. J.R. Smith has confidence. Jordan Poole has confidence.
Not like that.
It's not just the confidence though. I'm confident that I'm gonna bust your ass, and then I come and I do it. And then I come and I hit a crazy mid-range jumper, and then I come and I dunk over the top of somebody,
right?
And then I come and I pull up from a long-range 3. And then, now I'm talking. Now I'm clapping my hands. And then I come and I do it over and over again. And then I come back on the other end and I lock you up. It's the confidence match with the production too.
Well, that's what you're talking about, Ron. You're talking about the confidence with Jordan Poole. You're talking about the confidence with Jordan Clarkson. That confidence is just to get a bucket. Anthony Edwards' confidence is, I can do anything I want out here. And you can't stop me from doing anything that I want out here. And that kind of confidence resonates throughout the crew. We've actually had this conversation about, man walked taller when he walked with James Brown. You see Cat playing different. You see Rudy Gobert playing different. You see Jaden McDaniels defending differently. When they started the game, when I'm seeing Anthony Edwards basically standing in front of Jamal Murray, sitting in that chair, getting his hands busy, getting his feet moving, and being aggressive, it felt like that resonated throughout the crew. I think Jaden McDaniels could do a better job in getting around screens because that's going to be a problem with MPJ moving forward. But I feel like that confidence with Anthony Edwards, that goes throughout the rest of the crew, that they feel like, we're with this guy. And I think that's a lot of that has to do with how good Anthony Edwards is.
Yo, Swiper, the time has come. Talk to us about what happened.
It was a good game. I think the Minnesota Timberwolves played a really good game. First half was very sloppy. I think it was 44-40 Nuggets. The Timberwolves started off 18-4 when they were leading the game. The Nuggets went on a 25-2 run, maybe a 23-2 run, something like that. 25-6. Yeah, I mean, it was just a really good game. I think that, like, defensively, they came out, presented a lot of issues, but really wasn't even their defense. I think that was the main issue. I think Jamal, he's just not the same player right now because of the injury that he had. It's not debilitating. It's not the same injury as KP and Giannis, but it's enough to where he doesn't have the same push that he normally would. But I think the big story of the game that I talked about on the channel was Mike Conley, Karl Anthony Towns, and Naz Reid went 17 of 19 in the second half. So, I mean, that's just kind of was the ender. It wasn't really even Ant and them, even though Ant hit some really tough shots down the stretch of the fourth quarter. But every time they needed to hit a shot, they did. And so that's kind of where a lot of that stuff came from. And then in the end, in the fourth quarter, Naz Reid has 14 points, has the banked-in three-pointer, has the finish put back-to-back possessions, just, making some of those shots. Karl Anthony Towns started off the third quarter I think 4-4, 5-5. They were getting that little switch, inverted pick and roll, and then basically he was just kind of running to the baseline over Jamal or over KCP or Justin Holiday, and then finishing over the top. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely was an interesting game. Ant obviously had 43 points, shot 17 of 29 from the field. Yoke 11 of 25. But really, obviously, he was 9 of 16 from 2. So that's actually pretty good. But I think the problem was Joker gets in that overpassing mode where he's trying to get other people involved, which is fair, but Joker missed some of the bunnies he had. He was actually converting over Rudy Gobert fairly easily inside. The issue was Cat plus Rudy, and then him not just necessarily being as smart with his shot profile as he normally would be. But I think also, too, MPJ, he only got 13 shots. He had 20 points, had 6 rebounds. There weren't a lot of rebounds to go around in this game. Both teams kind of down the stretch, they were shooting really well. But, the Nuggets have just traditionally, they've been the team that when come fourth quarter, they've been able to dominate the game. And then on the other end, the Wolves have been one that are struggling, of course, of the regular season. But, if the Wolves are going to have 3 of their role players or whatever, getting to that play where they're going 17-19, that's going to make the difference in that kind of a series. Rudy Gobert's defense, especially down the stretch, Jokic, like 3 minutes and 13 seconds left, try to throw a lob instead of just doing a normal floater, which, again, he did that versus Joel Embiid this year, too. And the same thing, like when you're playing versus an athletic, vertically inclined center that's playing off ball, you can't do that. But I think some of this is Joker just didn't have some of the game control that you normally see from him. And then Jamal goes crazy in the second half, but first half, blank. And I don't care how hurt you are, you can't do that. And obviously Jamal's going to battle through and fight through stuff, but, you just can't blank. But again, it wasn't they started solving the defense. The problem was on the other end, they were so out of whack. And at this point, they're going to have to give Anthony Edwards Devin Booker treatment because that's what they did versus the Suns. If Ant's going to be really, really good as a pull-up shooter shooting right now, then look, let him go. Let him get his, let him go do his, 40, 50 or whatever else it is. And then you still have to be able to contain around the edges. Because if you let, again, the 3 other players, Nas or Cat or Mike Conley go off, then you're functionally throwing over like the rest of the offense, and that's just doing too much. So I think Rudy obviously played a good defensive game. Jaden McDaniels had 0 points in this game, was 0-7 from the field. He just was a non-threat. I think that's something they're going to pour into. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, there was another play in the third quarter. Aaron Gordon didn't have its best mental game defensively. Jokic didn't have its best mental game defensively. Jamal didn't have a good game defensively at all. Again, it's like movement speed. It's just
quick question for you, Swiper. I want you to keep going, but do you think that they solved the defensive problem? Because I feel like with Rudy, I feel like that's the game plan. I think that they want to play him one-on-one, and they're down to eat Joker's production. Knowing who Joker
play
is,
who one-on-one.
Play Joker one-on-one. I don't think that they want to
play Joker one-on-one.
Well, they did play Joker one-on-one a lot of the times, and
with
I saw
Cat, with the roamer,
not just with Cat, but with Rudy Gobert. They played him one-on-one.
They didn't put Rudy got only reading Rudy was on Joker because of cross matches.
Well,
on missed baskets.
Not on missed baskets, because I did find him bullying Joker underneath the basket. I did find him catching Joker on. I did catch him on cross matches. But even still, I do think that they want to play him one-on-one, and I don't think that they want to send help like that to Rudy, because
it's not the function of sending help. They did send help from the baseline multiple times, and then Rudy got fouled as the off-ball roamer towards the baseline because he tried to get in the ball and like steal it, and then Joker got a foul call. So what they do is the same thing Derek Favors used to do with them. Is that when you're playing the off ball, they're basically almost like zoning off of Aaron Gordon, which is what you noted earlier and what I think Mars talked about a little bit. They're zoning off of AG, and so AG, it's just if he has no ability to hit any shots whatsoever, then that's what you're going to get. Last year, he shot 39% from 3 in the playoffs, so he offers some spacing. Right now, he's not taking or making threes at a high level, and so what happened is that Rudy, when he actually got ISO'd on Joker was scoring. The issue is that when it's Cat or Nas and Rudy is off, is that it just puts him in a difficult situation in terms of because they have Jaden or Nickeil or Ant with the ball pressure. There's just a lot of stuff happening around him. But that's Joker. Joker has to be better with that. Ultimately, Joker wasn't good enough for doing that.
But I also feel like that matchup with like I said, they did start with Cat on Joker. They did start that. But when they had Rudy Gobert on Joker, I think that they're comfortable with that matchup. And the reason why I feel like they're comfortable with that matchup is because if he's going to score, that takes away from what everybody else is doing. That gets everybody else out of rhythm. I think that they want to go with.
Well, no, it's the opposite, Jill. The function is putting not having Rudy on Joker. It limits the production of the other players. The point of not having Rudy on him is one for the foul trouble. One, because if you have Rudy on Joker, well, Joker's going to either beat him out the post at that nail. He's going to drag him out and away from the basket. And the Nuggets were scoring at a higher clip when Rudy was there. Just so they don't have the rim protection on the other end.
But with Joker, that's who they was not with Joker. That's who they were scoring with. Now I see your point about dragging Rudy away from the basket, but I'm okay with Joker shooting a bunch of threes because we got a bunch of guys like Naz Reid, Cat, Jaden McDaniels who will rebound. Because Joker, if he's gonna knock down, I don't know, if he takes 7 threes and he knocked down 5 of them, he probably don't have a shot. But to your point, if I got Joker 17, 18 feet away from the basket and I'm dragging Rudy Gobert away from the basket, and he's one-on-one. We want Joker to score and keep these other guys, keep the action that these other guys are doing.
But that's not the way it works, Chill. If Rudy's directly guarding Joker, is what I'm saying.
It actually does, and the reason why it works like that is because if we can get these other guys, like for example, you were talking about that dribble handoff action. That's what I mean when I say that Jaden McDaniels has to do a better job in getting around screens.
That's the point. But you're dealing with the second best screener in the league, though. Like, so Jaden's automatically going to fall off because that's like Rudy. Rudy was setting great screens for Ant when he was coming downhill. That's just the way it works. Like, if I'm running into a 7-foot big, then I'm not going to have the same ability to trail. That's when Jamal started going off in the second half. You started getting those floaters, some of those mid-range opportunities, and then Jamal at some point in the third quarter started cooking a little bit. And then hit that step back 3 on whoever else it was. I don't remember who it was, Cat or whatnot. And the Cat fouled him on the 4-point play. But the real issue, though, Chill, is that ultimately the Nuggets cannot come out like they did versus the Lakers. And actually, the Nuggets played a better game, but that close of the second half was terrible. Their defense was horrific down the stretch in the third quarter, and then at the end of the third quarter, and the fourth quarter. Go ahead,
Sniper. If you said that Jamal it's an injury thing.
Well, I think it's what's happening is he doesn't have the same push off because and what he said in the other day, he's accepted that this is what he's going to deal with through the playoff. It's not debilitating because it's not the same injury as Kristaps and Giannis, but it's enough to where like he can't just like make the same quick movements like he used to because he just feels hampered. But it's not. So is
it safe to say that y'all are cooked then?
No, I don't think they're cooked. I think the problem is that they're going to have to find ways to hit their shots when they get the opportunity to do so, and then defensively they just have to be better. But that's not just Jamal.
Doesn't Jamal do a lot of saving you in sticky situations?
Yeah, but I think the thing, Jamal had the same injury in Game 5, and so when he took the time off in Game 5, he didn't do anything for those 3 or 4 days that they had off, and so he had no contact leading into Game 1. This is what they're saying, at least what the players and Malone are saying.
Now, mind you, I'm not trying to cook or roast or anything like that. I'm looking for some insight to put my mind together. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at this like I definitely can see. I could see Minnesota beating you, but with Jamal not being able to go.
Are we talking about that burst? Is that what we're talking about?
I believe that's
just a burst.
Yeah, because that's going to stop you from getting to certain spots on the floor if you can't get there quick enough. If I can't beat the defense there because I can't explode there, I can't get low enough around these screens to get to my spots because Jamal is a tough shot maker. So if he can't get to these spots and do these things, bro, I don't know, man. I'm not sure if y'all can. I'm not sure if y'all can pull this one off, Swiper.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, if they get 1-1, then it's the best of 5. So going forward, so I think that's the goal. That's the point. It's like, coming out in the first half, getting out 18-4, just can't do it. I think third quarter, it was their defense. Like Ant Edwards, because of his physicality, he's 6'5". We talked about he's built like a safety, like he's built like Cam Chancellor. So and he's extremely quick. So he's like literally like Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor all at once. Like he kind of has the whole physicality beat, but he also has like the horizontal. So some of this is you're just gonna have to let him eat. KCP is just not big enough. Christian did a good job coming off the bench. The problem is Christian is not the offensive player that KCP is because he's not a trusted, 3-point finisher at the same way KCP.
He's an energy guy. That's what he is. He's an energy guy.
Then AG's just not like quick enough. And so you saw he put him in that being back to the other way, and AG just doesn't have like this. So just let him do what he does. I think the problem is, Ox, if you play off of other players when they're rolling and getting confidence, then you're gonna that's just as a death note. And so they just can't do that. So we'll definitely see, man. It's going to be 1-1 today, or it's going to be 0-2, so we'll find out.
But then another thing that you said, and a lot of people say, and even I find myself saying it, I really don't like it though. When you say that, okay, now we have to focus on the role players and let Ant go off. To me, that's implying that they were focused on Ant and letting the role players go off in the first game. I don't like what that insinuates by Minnesota's defense.
Well, their off-ball defense was terrible in the second half. Yeah, it was really bad in the second half. Yeah, it was really bad in the second half. And then remember, KCP died on one of those screens. He tried to get a foul. Mike Conley 3. Yoke didn't play high enough at the level on one of those Mike Conley 3s. Boom. Karl Anthony Towns, he gets that on the wing, and then he's just driving to the rim. They're not they're conceding some of these switches too much. Naz Reid, when he first got that first 3 off the glass, Aaron Gordon stunting off Mike Conley instead of just letting him drive to the rim. And then here comes Naz Reid, 6 foot of separation. Bow. It's just little stuff. But again, that's what the playoffs are. They're 5 to 6 possessions that change everything, and that's literally what happened.
If I'm not mistaken, Swiper, I believe that maybe it was 2 plays previous to that when Mike Conley had knocked down a 3. So the idea is I can't leave him, but if I leave, but if I close out on him, he's going to end up getting to the rim. So I'm kind of caught in dead man's land.
Right.
But when it comes to Minnesota, I feel like and I can't say this enough. I just feel like their defense, like you just mentioned, you talked about Rudy being the catalyst, not being on Joker and being able to roam around and give them that rim protection. I feel like their defense, Rudy is the catalyst to that, but I feel like their defense is so much more than that. When I talk about what they do on the perimeter and how that makes, and how Cat, not just how that makes Cat better, how that makes Jaden McDaniels better. Sure, you talked about a guy in Joker who may be one of the best screeners in the league. That doesn't mean that I can't get around screens. That doesn't mean that I can't get around screens. That doesn't mean that I have to die on screens that Joker sets regularly. And I felt like Jaden McDaniels could have done a better job in getting around screens. One of the actions that you guys run around, I think it's a really good action, where you got this dribble handoff. Actually, you got Joker popping at the nail, and then Jamal Murray comes and he sets the screen for MPJ, who then comes and gets the ball from Joker, and then Joker sets the screen. That's good action from Murray. That's damn good action. Well, as a trailer, if I'm playing defense as a trailer, I maybe have to get a little bit, because I know it's coming, by the way, Swiper. It's not like it's something that's out the blue where it's a back screen that I can't see. I know it's coming. So as a trailer, we have to talk to each other, and I got to get maybe a little bit, maybe I got to stick to MPJ a little bit more. I don't want to foul, but I got to stick to him a little bit more. That way, when the screen comes, it's basically him and I. There is no separation between the two of us. That's what I'm talking about when I say doing a better job in getting around screens.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Nuggets have figured out the system, and so Jamal's one of the best. We had this conversation about who can replace Jamal. Jamal, because he's so big, he's such a good screener. And then if they're running a screen off screen, and then they're running a DHO with Joker, that's that last 3-pointer Michael Porter Jr. made in that game. It's just again, even if Jaden is trailing, Michael's so big that when he gets up into a shot, he's just able to look and just able to get it regardless. And so that's also another thing too. Mike is playing so well these playoffs that if Jamal is just not able to do what he's doing normally, then Mike is the one. And Mike also played well in the first half. And again, they were playing well enough. But like I said, third quarter rolled around, they just lost all defensive principles all the way together. And then literally the game kind of cascaded from there, and they were playing catch up the rest of the way. And again, Naz Reid was rolling so much by that point, 3-pointer, 2-pointer, 2-pointer, 3-pointer. And it's you can't just do that versus a team that's feeling confident. Go ahead.
Swiper. Since nobody else want to say it, can I just say y'all got your asses beat?
We all talked about that, Ron.
We talked to the details of the game.
Y'all said it, but
Ron, you so first take. Ron, you so first take. Right, you're so first take.
I'm telling y'all,
are we not breaking down the actual basketball that just happened? Here come Ron.
Can I get my take?
Here come Ron.
Y'all gave y'all takes. Can I get my take?
Ron, before you go crazy, Ron.
I'm not finna go crazy. I'm finna say they came out and haymaker jaw from the beginning. Ticket texted me, "Oh yeah, I told y'all to tell this boy that y'all that this was gonna happen, this and that."
And then the Nuggets go on a run right after that, though?
And the Nuggets did go on a run. I texted Ticket and I said the bench came in and sold. Y'all bench outplayed their bench. right when you know when the substitutions came, y'all came in, y'all went on a run. Reggie Jackson did his thing and all of that. But through and through though, y'all got your asses kicked.
I don't know what to tell you.
And that's just point. That's
a single digit game. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
yeah, but it didn't feel like a single digit game though.
What does feel? What does feelings mean? Didn't you say the Lakers sleep with the closest sweep that you've ever seen before?
I didn't say that.
Oh, no. All right. Okay,
I absolutely didn't say that, yo.
I got you.
Hey, but chill. I want us to focus on something real quick. Something I mentioned last series. I want us to focus on Mike Conley. Even when it looks like he's playing bad, he's affecting the basketball game. I'm telling y'all, this is year 33 for Mike Conley, and this is the 36. Best year
36.
Year 36 for Mike Conley, and this is the best I've ever seen Mike Conley play basketball. I'm talking about even when he was for the Grizzlies. I know. It sounds crazy. This is the best version of Mike Conley I've seen. Mike Conley used to just do weird shit, and just be like, just not be effective. He might have played better or had better stats and all that back in his younger days, but right now he's impacting basketball, and he's doing a little more to control. You know what? Maybe it's because he has Anthony Edwards instead of OJ Mayo. Sorry ass, that could be it.
I agree with you, but also this is the best team he's played on too, though.
From an offensive and defensive standpoint.
No.
Yeah.
That's Grizzlies teams.
I know you like that team, Ox, but let's not do this morning. I know you love that team. I
love Anthony Edwards too, but come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop.
No.
Zach and Mark.
No, Ox. That was a dirty work crew. There's a reason why they call it
Rudy.
There's a reason why they were called the grind house. It was a dirty work unit. That's what they were.
Come on, dog.
They were a dirty work unit.
Every player on that team compared to this team is better. Every player on this team is better. Except, Marc Gasol is better than Rudy Gobert.
I expect this
all around. But defensively, Rudy got one.
Zach clears K.
Zach who?
Zach Randolph.
But you forgot about Zach Randolph.
First name 20, last name 10.
Okay, but Ant clears everybody else on that team.
Ant clears OJ.
And Jaden McDaniels is just as good as Rudy Gay.
Don't even fix your lips to say that. Don't even. Ox. Don't even.
You trying to make viral clips, Ron? I'm not doing this shit today with y'all.
Don't fix your lips.
Hey, well, that's gonna go viral. Let me say it one more time. Jaden McDaniels is better than Rudy Gay.
You're just chatting. I mean, Ron, at this point, I realize that you do this for the content, so I'm not even fooled by this anymore.
Jaden McDaniels is.
No,
Rudy, yeah, there's nothing to discuss.
Let's move on, bro.
There's nothing to discuss.
Yo, his impact on the game right now for the Wolves is better than what Rudy Gay.
Okay, all right.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Rudy Gay, second option. Rudy Gay. Yeah, you're right, 1,000%. If Rudy Gay was the fourth option on the team, I'm sure we have a different discussion. But yeah, no problem. All right. Anyway, back to the basketball analysis. If the Nuggets do not make the adjustments needed defensively, they will lose again and they'll be down 0-2. But I disagree with Shields' assessment. I think the Nuggets need to do everything they can to get Rudy Gobert directly onto Nikola Jokic, because that way, if they are now having to force MPJ, KCP, or Murray to be defended by any of the tertiary players, and then having to have Rudy on Joker, that they won those possessions over the course of that game. They win those possessions again, game 2. But we will find out today.
I can appreciate your logic about him wanting him on Rudy, because you can drag Rudy away from the basket. But this is what we talk about when we talk about recovery defense. I feel like Rudy, even when he gets off the ball, even when Joker gets off the ball, I feel like Rudy is such a good recovery defender to get back to the rim. So in your
not versus Joker.
Well, here's the thing. In your estimation, if Joker getting off the ball, swinging it to MPJ, or that action that we were talking about, and then dragging Rudy away from the basket, if he doesn't shoot that, or he gets downhill, Rudy can get back to the rim. If that means the Joker ends up with a 17 or a 19-footer or a 22-footer, I think that they can live with that.
Well, no, it's not. Joker never stays stagnant, though, Chill. Like, I think that's the other side of that coin. He's not going to stay in one place. The whole point is doing is to get him on the movement, and that way they're getting as many shots. They shot 70% at the rim of this game. The Nuggets did.
Right.
So not that they were 14-20. So not that they weren't converting. The problem was all the other nonsense that they were doing. They were the turnovers. Like, the stuff that would happen intermediary when they would like try to pass the ball and like they were trying to lob it into Joker when Joker's clearly being fronted, you know, and Jamal just throws the ball over. Joker's like, oh, hey, there's
pass.
Rudy Gobert.
That was definitely a bad pass.
Trying to throw it to AG instead of just taking the shot that's right in front of you. Like, why even do that?
He could get that shot off. I think he can get that off against a smaller unit. I feel like he could get that off against a lesser defensive team because they've been doing that all year. But I feel like the way that Minnesota was rotating, I feel like the way that Minnesota was, the ball pressure that they had caused a lot of trouble for Denver. So
yeah, for sure. I want to give every credit in the world. You know who started off on Jamal Murray? It was Anthony Edwards.
Yes,
he's the one that took it because they did what many people suggested. Well, put Jaden on MPJ then length for length type deal. But the problem is that just MPJ, because he's such a movement oriented player, it just doesn't matter to the same degree. Porter's still going to score, and so I think Porter, he needs to have more shots in that second half because he's been good all year. He was great in the first round. He was good in game one, but then the shots went away because the Nuggets changed their offense and Jamal started cooking more. So they just have to be more intelligent in what they're doing and realize that, look, the Wolves are not going to concede you the Mike Conley switch this series. They're going to give Jaden McDaniels and Anthony Edwards every opportunity to trap at the level to let Mike Conley recover. But if you know that's coming, if they're running a double drag and they're saying we're not going to give you Mike Conley, then you know they're going to then hedge at the level to trap. Then Jamal has to be prepared. Dump, cut, bucket, or three-pointer in the corner. They have to be able to read that decisively and get them to stop blitzing Murray. That should be the goal. You're scoring so much off the initial action that you get them to stop blitzing, and then once you do that, they'll concede the Mike Conley switches, and then you can start doing what you want to do from there, Chill. But I just think at this point, I'm gonna make them play to my style by breaking what they're doing initially, which they did in stretches, but doing it consistently starts with the best player in the world being the best player in the world. And ultimately, Chill, you know my philosophy. If they don't get it done, it's because Joker wasn't good enough. Now there are other things that are obviously going to be part of that conversation, but I'd never move that on best player in the world. If you're the best player in the world, you got to get it done.
Swipe it up. And and that kind of leads to my next question, because I mean, it's been plenty of players where, I mean, you could say 2018 Braun, for instance. You could say if the best player doesn't get into the world, then it's his fault. But if the team is just clearly better, can we blame
that's not this situation, though. This is not the 18 Warriors.
That's the question that I'm asking, though. It might not be that big of a gap. It might be a little closer. But are the Nuggets just outmatched this series?
Well, that's what ultimately happens, Ron, when you're talking about the best player in the world. When the crew is evenly matched, so it's not that far away, it comes down to my best player is better than your best player, ultimately. So in this particular series, the separator is Minnesota's defense. And because Minnesota plays defense, they're focused solely, they're focused on Jamal Murray, they're focused on MPJ, but their focus solely is on Joker because they go as he goes. Their offense runs through him. All the action that they run is off of him. Everything that they get, whether it's in transition or whether it's in a half court, the majority of what they get, they play off of him. So Minnesota's defense is focused on Joker. So to Swiper's point, if Joker doesn't play well, they ultimately don't.
And he didn't play as good as he should have in game one. I mean, it's really that simple. Like,
is it because of him or because of them? That's what I'm saying. I think it's because of them. I think it's because of Minnesota. I don't think Jokic. Now, Swiper, relax, bro. We know who Jokic is, but he can be affected. I think he was affected. I believe.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's not that he hasn't seen this before,
defense. Though. It's not about seeing it before. It doesn't matter how many times you've seen it. It's just what I'm saying is if you look at the game, through my eyes, what I saw Minnesota putting different things on him that was, altering his game. He still played good, though. I mean, I know you say you don't think he played great, but he still, I think he still did his thing. He did enough for them to win. Like Jokic, I think Jokic did enough for Denver to pull it out. I think you need to get more from Jamal throughout the whole game, but it was Minnesota, not Jokic.
You think he was good defensively though? Like
who?
When he
Jokic?
Joker. Yeah, when they were playing. So like that's the other part of that too, Ox. Like he wasn't as decisive on both ends, is what I'm saying.
I mean, he's not going to affect any series with his defense.
That's not true. That's what I'm saying. Now we're not.
I'm begging you.
But if we're having, I'm saying,
his defense is not affecting the.
Yes, it is.
If we're having a basketball discussion, there's no way that you can be a top 3 playoff defense and not have the fulcrum of your defense play well. I'm saying he's not the reason they're going to be dominant every stretch. But what you can't have him is be a shift. where he's just not doing what he needs to do on the actions and guarding the pick and roll well. Right. That's why they were so dominant through the playoff run last year, because he was so good at the level or in drop. And then he wasn't allowing you to get to the rim. The problem is Joker right now is not playing at the same level defensively as he did during that stretch. So in this series, he doesn't have Anthony Davis. So therefore, he did look better. He did look better in this game. But the problem is like Joker, for instance, like Anthony Edwards, this whole series, when they play at the level, Anthony's going to try to run the hump and get around Joker. Joker can't allow that to happen. He can't.
He can't do anything about that.
He's done this for years. Of course he
can't do anything about that, Swiper.
For letting a guard get around your hip.
When Anthony Edwards comes off of that screen, there is nothing Jokic could do about not.
But he's done this to Donovan Mitchell and them for years. That's not the way it works.
I don't look. If when he comes off of that screen, if it's a high pick, I'm talking about if it's a high pick, and it's just he's coming off it. He's coming off of who is it, Rudy or Cat? Whatever, either one.
It's probably Rudy. It's probably Rudy.
If he's coming off of Rudy's hit low. Throw to the hit, coming off of the screen. There is absolutely nothing Jokic could do about stopping him from getting to the rim.
No, I didn't say to the rim. I said to the outside of his hip, my brother.
Okay, in order for Jokic to step up that high, he's still just blasting through it right here. Well, so that's a straight B line. That's
unacceptable. That's not how that works either. That's not
how is that? What? Hold on, chill, real quick.
Swiper, chill, Ox. Hold on right quick. Yes, we are on live.
You gonna let this fake wannabe me come up here today and dance around what happened last game? You thought you was gonna get away from this smoke, boy? You ain't never gonna get away from this smoke. Y'all got the hell beat out of y'all. And it's gonna be a series that's quick and easy, just like the little convenience stores, boy. It's gonna be quick and easy. Now again, as I said,
what's the bet, Ticket? What is the bet? Ron, can you ask him what the bet is, please, Ron?
Hey,
what the bet on the series is?
Ticket, he wants to know what the bet is.
What the bet is?
Remember, I asked him this question already. He said I was bad luck. So what's the bet?
He's already been eliminated. He's already been expired. He's a jabroni. Y'all believe this dude?
So he's not going to answer the question?
Who comes up here with this fake smart talk? No, he's just like Chilltown.
I can't hear him. Can you put it closer to the microphone, Chill? Ron, I can't hear him.
Long enough. Again, when the Denver Nuggets are gone, he's finished. Like I said before, Ron.
What's the bet? Can you, Ron, please ask him what the bet is. What is the bet?
Hey, Ticket, we need to know what the bet is.
The bet is that he shuts the hell up and puts respect on the name of the final boss.
All right, Ticket. We're going to tap in with you tomorrow.
All right. That was pointless. A pointless conversation from a pointless guest. No, I'm done. This is the show Ron want to have. No, it's cool. I'll sit back. No more basketball talk for me. Let's
talk ball, Swiper. Let's talk ball, Swiper. And this is what I'm saying. Hold on, Swiper. You know what? Yeah, Swiper. I'll be right back. Hold on.
I see.
Hey, Chill. What's your number?
Ticket disoriented everybody.
I see what Ox is talking about. But to Swiper's point, when he comes off that screen, even if he has Anthony Edwards on his hip, that weak side help is there to slow Anthony Edwards down. Now Anthony Edwards that's Joker affecting the defense. It's not like Joker is a cone where Anthony Edwards just gets to run right by him and run right to the rim. No, that's not the way that works. Now, don't get me wrong. He's not going to be able to stay in front of Anthony Edwards one-on-one. No, but when he's coming off of that screen, Aaron Gordon at the rim, KCP is helping off the weak side, which they do try to slow him down. Now, if Joker is Joker's not Bam, where he's blitzing, where he's able to blitz and be more athletic. No, he's not that. But he is able to squander a guy, slow a guy down enough for other guys to get to him, as opposed to guys just running right past him, particularly a guy like Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean, again, I want you to hear me clearly. He's not going to be Embiid or Davis or any of them. That's not what he is. What I'm saying is an effort thing. I'm not talking about anything other than effort. That's all I'm speaking to. It's just if you don't put in the requisite effort, you don't win. It's that simple. But the reason Jokic is able to be such a dominant playoff player is because he's putting in the effort. And then on the offensive end, he's unguardable and unsolvable. So he has to be both of those things to be the best. Otherwise, that opens up the floor for other people in the combo with him. So I think this whole thing comes down to tonight asserting your will, controlling the pace of the game like he always does, and then on the other end, the Denver Nuggets playing their brand of high IQ basketball, or you will be beat by a team that's hungrier than you. And I said this on the channel. They look the Minnesota Timberwolves are playing like the Nuggets did last year, meaning every game is personal. Every game is personal.
Which I don't understand that, Swipe. The whole idea of the quote unquote effort thing, or we didn't come out ready. Okay, first and foremost, you are the defending NBA champs. That's number one. Number two, this is the playoffs. You're going to get everybody's best effort. There's no way that you're not ready. There's no way that you come out here lackadaisical. You have to be prepared for everybody, and that's coaching. I'm sure that that's coaching. There's no way.
I mean, they've been ready,
right?
But I think the issue for them has been like the execution portion of the ready. They've just been sloppy, if that makes sense. Like it's not that they're not playing with effort. They're just in the first half, especially. And again, this is the Lakers series. Like if you get to this point right now, like yesterday, I don't even think that game was about effort. The Wolves were just better. Yes. They played better, therefore they won. You know, it's not as if the Nuggets did not give effort. They even got good bench contributions in the first half. But a lot of this, the second half, like you just got outplayed. And so they're not getting scapegoated from anything. Minnesota gets all the credit for winning.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Right. Like there's no amount of effort that can stop Anthony Edwards from getting where he wants to go if Nikola Jokic is in front of him. That's the only thing I was talking about before we had that beautiful call in. I don't understand how that's even a thing. Like if that's a part of the Nuggets defense, like in our scheme, if before practice or whatever, if Coach Malone is saying, look, Nikola, in order for our scheme to work, I need you to be able to step up off of this high pick and roll and stop Anthony Edwards from getting around your hip. But what does he do if I'm stepping up this high to stop Ant from getting around, from turning the corner? If Ant just simply decides to cross over and go this way, which is a direct. Who's out of position
then? That's what I'm saying. Joker can't. That's what
okay.
I mean.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So if that puts him out of position, then my whole point, and this might not be a huge deal. I might be making a big deal out of nothing. I just want to understand, is that part of you guys' defensive scheme, stopping him, not allowing him to get outside of that outside hit? Because if that is, then you need a new defensive scheme. There is no way possible that he can do that.
That's not the way that works, though, Ox. They have done this for years, and they have functioned at it.
I'm not talking about years.
I know you're talking about one player. I'm saying, but listen. They're going to do this versus any guard that's a high level scorer, that's an elite pull up shooter or wants to get to the rim. So whether it's Booker, whether it's Shea or whatever, unless they're playing drop or unless they're playing an ice for, like they're going to do it. And so Joker has done this, but that's not even the biggest issue. Like I said, second half, their off-ball defense was horrific. Like they were literally overplaying stuff and then getting whatever. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying to you that there are reasons why they won, and I'm noting the things that the Nuggets have to clean up for them to get in position to win the game. So I do expect them to do that. But again, I'm not. I really do, Ox. Like, and I hope you hear me. I never ever make excuses for getting beat. You got beat. They didn't play well enough. Here's why you didn't play well. This is what you need to do to play well. You know, it's really that simple.
All right, y'all.
And Ron, by the way, next time you want to bring some buffoonery on the channel, you just let me know beforehand that I know I'm about to get some random call from space somewhere that I can barely hear, but you feel like it's good content because we want to hear somebody with bad cell phone service talking. When I literally tried to bet him on Friday, tried to bet him on Friday. What did he say? You're bad luck. I'm good.
I'm not bad.
So when it was 0-0, nothing to say. But he's sounding a lot like Steph Curry to me and doing a lot of front running right now. That's all I know. So when it's 1-1, Ox, and we come back, and I come back on Thursday, and we're going 1-1 into Friday, then we're going to be right back here, and it's going to be, and I'm going to say, what's the bet? And then you're going to do the same thing Ron do every time when the real money come up, when the paper come up, get real quiet. But I got you. I know how it works.
Hey, Maria, my boy.
So you got y'all tonight?
Yeah, they have to win, or it's over. Yeah, they have.
Hold on, we gonna get into predictions for tonight. We're gonna talk a little bit more about Ant and his performance as well. I got super chats right now, so let's go ahead and do that. If you haven't liked the video yet, slap that like button. Shout out to all of our members, old members. We got some new members today too, and shout out to all of our subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Once again, we had a jam-packed weekend, so we're gonna get into this Orlando Magic and Cleveland Cavaliers game 7 because I was a good game. It was a good game 7. We had a couple all-star performances, couple no-shows, but we'll get to that. As of right now, Gandhi KV2 said Ant-Man is terrifying. Chilltown, come on Playback tonight.
I will be on Playback tonight. I'm doing the Minnesota Denver game.
Oh well, there you go. Chilltown, you gonna be on Playback too?
I will be on Playback tonight.
Because you know what game I'm gonna be on Playback doing. Hey, Pacers. I've been thinking about it, chat, and I was thinking Pacers in 7, but then I seen how good Pascal Siakam played last series, so then I said Pacers in 6. But then I seen how good Miles Turner played last series, so then I said Pacers in 5.
You better not, Ron. Stop.
But
you
then I remembered who Halliburton was.
Oh, here we go.
So then I said Pacers in 4 in a sweep. And then I woke up and I came back to my senses.
All right.
Then I came back to my senses, y'all.
Okay.
So I got Pacers in 6. All right. I got Pacers in 6.
And what's your basketball analysis on this? Why you think Pacers are winning in 6? I would love to hear this.
I'm all ears for this.
Because I don't believe that the Knicks defense is what you guys say it is, and I don't believe that they're just going to be able to push around the Indiana Pacers like that. I do believe that the Pacers are going to be able to get out and run. I do believe Halliburton's going to be better than Jalen Brunson in this series. That doesn't mean he's going to score more than him, and he actually might not look better than him. But I think his production in terms of getting his teammates involved, conducting his offense, I think he's going to have a couple good scoring games. I think he's going to get a lot of assists, and point blank period, I think that's going to be the case. And I do think Pascal Siakam is not going to be able to be stopped.
Are you making a bet on this, Ron? Or are you just
I don't think OG and what do you want to do, Swiper?
Would you want to make a bet?
What do you want to do?
I want to make a bet that
what do you want to do?
I will literally, if we're going to do the series, I'm going to host for a week this channel. I'm going to host the channel. I'm going to host this show for a week while I'm on. And then literally, if you lose, you can't be on the channel for more than an hour a day as a guest. And I'm mid-take. Mid-take, I'm cutting you off. As soon as we hit the hour. As soon as I'm cutting you off as soon as we hit the hour. Take the bet.
All right, for sure. Look. Hold on, wait. We could do that. We could do that, but it gotta be the week of the 22nd. Oh, hold on, wait. I'm in July right now. It gotta be the week of the 20th through the 24th.
What's that supposed to mean? No, Ox, tell me. What's that mean? It's your birthday week?
Don't worry. Gone
anyway?
It got to be the week of the
PTO.
the 24th.
This is funny. Like, I'm just,
that is PTO? Is that already his
PTO week? You gotta give me a couple.
You gotta
give me a couple weeks to set up my arrangements.
Your arrangement? No, ain't no arrangement. This is a bet. Be a man.
What?
Be a man.
No. So what?
So what?
No. So what happens once I win? What do I get? What do I get?
I just told you I'm not coming on for a whole week.
No. Because I want you on every day that week. But you know what you gotta do?
What you want for
you know what you gotta do, Swiper? What you just get the week off now?
Hey, look, I gotta go. I get the rest. I got a lot of work to do.
Making backwards bets. You know what I want? You know what I? What? Oh, you too?
What?
You know what I want you to do? I want you to take that punk ass Nuggets thing, little lanyard off the back. I need you to put this on there. All right.
What does that say?
I'm gonna mail you some Mariners memorabilia. All right, I need you to put that back there. All right. What I also need you to do, I need you to take that magazine off, and I need that to either be Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton. You know what? I got something better.
Or a player
Anthony
I like.
Edwards after he kicks y'all ass. How about that?
Oh, so 3 players I like. No problem. I would love that.
All right. And Tyrese.
Now, if you said Embiid, that would be the real troll. But you wouldn't do that.
Now that I think about it, I would love for Joel to go back there too. Hey, we gonna continue refining this though. We gotta get down to the bottom because I don't know if I like everything that's going into this.
So who you got, bro? You like him or not?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Do I like who?
The Pacers.
I got the Pacers in 6.
But then you just said I don't know if I like everything going.
No, I want to make the bet. We just gotta come to terms. You know, I don't know if I completely like those terms.
Gotcha. I like those terms, man. Get your ass out of here.
Oh, okay. Right.
Beat it, Ron. Look at the door right there.
Hey, well, look. You better pray for Jalen Brunson. All right.
Bro, they're gonna beat the hell out the Pacers. This isn't gonna
let me get to these super chats, and then we'll get into that series next. Well, after we talk about Orlando and Cleveland. D3 said, just reported Jamal Murray as missing after him going scoreless in the first half. Also, I need to hear from Chill now. Ant is the best two guard in the game right now.
Damn. Didn't Donovan Mitchell have 90 almost in the last two games? Didn't he close out the game last night?
He did.
And fellas, what we also got to do, and actually we're going to get to this right after the super chats. I want to rank the top 10 players in the first round. So the top 10 players in the first round based on just everything. And I mean, it could be a winner, it could be a loser, however you guys deem it. But we're going to get into that good old ranking too. Next, I got a unanimous and random super chat that I wasn't expecting. Just came across the screen from Taylor 777, and all he did was send laughing emojis.
Hey, here we go. Hey, my
Anybody,
man, you got a problem, B. You can't be sending us bread and you owe other people bread. My man, I understand that you want to support us, but you got other problems that you need to handle first before you deal with us. And I don't want to get involved in this like this, but from what I understand, you got another issue. And you got some people looking for you, brother. So you better handle your business before you come talk to us. And I ain't got no problem with you supporting, bro. But I'm saying you owe some people some bread. So you might want to go handle that for. You might want to go handle that first.
Hey, yo, Tay, I don't know what Chilltown talking about. The hell with them niggas' money. Keep running the super chat. Keep running the super chats, Tay. All right, damn early.
I don't want that because them dudes gonna come looking for us. And
that's all right. That money gonna be in my pocket. Come find me.
I'm finna just hit Shiloh. I'm gonna figure out his escape plan, how he was able to maneuver and get out of it. Hey, them brothers can't find me. Hey, if Tiki can't find Shiloh, them brothers can't find me.
Hey, pay what you owe. My uncle always taught me that as a kid. Pay what you owe. Pay what you owe.
Gandhi KB2 said Brunson is going to destroy that bum Hallie.
Bum?
Like, why would Hallie be guarding Brunson unless they're mismatching and just switch hunting? But yeah, Hallie's not a defender, so that's not even a question. Not even something I would entertain, of course. I mean, Aaron Nesmith, sure. He gonna cook anyway.
Said still Denver in 6. L. Ron, L. Mars.
What did Mars do?
Yeah, Mars, what'd you do?
So Denver went in 4 the next 5 games.
That's how winning in 6 would work. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay.
Appreciate you for sending that super chat and waking Mars up, Cheese. My dog.
Highly doubt it.
Is that ridiculous, though?
Is it? No, it's not. Given that, like, this is his playoffs.
I'm just thinking. So look, to break it down in the boxing terms, and shout out Canelo too. He got a big win this weekend. You know, when you have a boxer that's really just like, more technical and all of that, they might not have a knockout punch. And I'm not saying that Denver doesn't have a knockout punch, but I think they're a little more methodical. When it comes to the Nuggets, maybe they just came out and hit him in the mouth and hit him with a haymaker in the first round.
No.
You don't think that's the case? And now Denver wakes up and it's like, all right, I'm going to start putting that jab on you. I'm going to start playing more defense. I'm going to start sticking and moving. I'm not going to let you touch me no more.
No, we didn't just hit them with a roundhouse out of nowhere. We've had that roundhouse all year. We've had that round. In fact, you prepared for my right hook. You prepared for my roundhouse. You know that it's coming, and I still hit you with it. And I'm going to hit you with it again because you know that that's part of my fight. You know that that's part of my technique. So, no.
So we think it's.
I'm having a difficult time seeing them beat them 4 the next 5 games. Like I said, the reason why I said that the longer this series lasts, the more I like Minnesota is because of what you talked about, Swiper. When you talked about Jamal Murray, these guys are going to wear on them, and that defense is going to wear on you. And the longer this series lasts, the more that they start to wear on you. Guys start to get mentally tired. Guys start making mistakes, and especially when you get on the road, guys start making mistakes. Guys start doing things that they won't normally do. Switches aren't as crisp. Passes aren't as crisp. The longer this series lasts, the more I like Denver. The more I like Minnesota. But I will say this though.
We'll see.
Of course, we will see. I don't have a crystal ball, but I do think if they lose tonight, I don't think we're coming back to Denver, yo. I don't think we're coming back in.
Yo, chill. You know what? They're missing Doodoo Brown. That's what it is.
Yes, they are.
Doo-doo.
Yes,
Why you call him Doodoo?
Y'all miss. That's just. Now y'all missing Bruce. Y'all missing Bruce Brown though, for real. Swipe.
I wish that new agreement was never agreed to, and that they could retain Bruce Brown. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I would have loved him. It's not the same team. The never ain't the same.
D-Drond became a member today. Shout out to that good brother for becoming a member. Prince Solitude also became a member. Daniel Day, Supreme Chef Kobe became a member as well. Shout out to everybody that became a member. If you haven't became a member yet, go ahead. What you waiting for? It ain't no use in waiting until next week. The playoffs are only going to get better and better and better, and you're going to have to become a member at some point. So go ahead and do that today. Also, subscribe if you haven't. I got a couple members chats too. A member that's been around for 16 months. He may be a goofy. He may not be a goofy. But Toast the Goat said, they know like us.
Mars, I told you too. I wasn't on the fence about that. I felt like Holiday was going to take Najee's run in the playoffs. I don't think he's playing.
Najee was never playing over. It wasn't Holiday. Holiday over Peyton. It's not Najee. Peyton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all
Najee
right.
wasn't playing. Long story short, we knew Najee wasn't.
I was actually surprised he made the playoff roster. To be honest with you.
But they thought they were going to cut him. Like this is
no, not cut him. I've seen guys just not play, not be on the roster in the playoffs. They still on the roster. They just not on the roster.
He got a $32 million 4-year contract starting next year. He going to be on the roster and he going to be traded this offseason.
Probably.
Chat. I'm running a poll right now. Who's winning right now? And this is based on the super chat I'm about to read next. Kendrick or Drake? MC Robinson's been a member for 21 months, and he said, say OV ho. Say OV ho. Look, the Kendrick versus Drake battle was fun to listen to. They both brought hip-hop back to life. I have Kendrick winning. He got the Not Like Us bumping everywhere. So what you guys think is better, Euphoria or Not Like Us?
The track that Drake dropped yesterday, I think he settled a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. And
so you think he even a score?
I think he settled a lot of stuff, to be honest with you.
Drake has lost the public. He's lost the public approval, so therefore he's lost. Drake has lost the public, so he's lost.
I feel like with that, the Euphoria, that was no matter what you came out with, it was kind of like when Nas dropped Ether. Like Super Ugly was dope, but no matter what Jay-Z said, people already had their mind made up. People already had their mind made up about what was
chill. If this many people that you've known, that you've worked with, have come out and said they don't like you in some way, shape, or form, and are jumping on the bandwagon, if all them people you met over the years, from Metro, Future, Ross, Kendrick, like even somebody even brought up like the Meg stuff with the whole Tory Lanez thing and everything. Like you just keep going down the list. I don't know. I'm not involved in none of that at all. But there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke around Drake and how people feel about him. So I just think it's interesting that a lot of people are feeling a way about Drake, and everybody's kind of like, all right, bet, like, no, Kendrick's right. Anyone.
All right, fellas. Y'all ready to get into this list? Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. Chat, I need you guys to drop me a list. Give me an order. And then we're gonna go ahead and do it that way.
Hey Ron, why they doing that? I gotta ask y'all, like, I've been thinking about this. Is hockey like by far the hardest sport to play?
To play?
No.
Yeah.
It's
it's probably one of them slept on ones, bro. Like the it's
hard to hit the ball, but other than
one of them track sports, chill. Like one of like the events where you have to do multiple things.
Oh yeah, like to be a triathlete. Yeah, to be a triathlete,
something like that.
That's
they're not skating backwards, full speed, changing direction on skates, mind you, on ice, that fast, getting punched, getting hit with sticks, going all different directions. Oh, hockey is crazy. Hockey is crazy. In baseball, like hitting that ball in baseball is probably the hardest thing to do. But other than that, though, like
But that's the point of the game, Ox. That's like saying a quarterback is the hardest thing to throw the football, but yeah, that's not really a big deal. Ox.
Yeah, I'm talking about as the whole game though. Like the whole game of baseball, all the other stuff isn't hard. The hitting the ball part is hard. All the
hold on. Infielding is hard. Outfielding, maybe not. Infielding's hard as hell.
The hot corner, playing third base, is one of the most difficult things to do in sports. Playing shortstop is one of the most difficult things to do in sports. To turn the 4-5-6 double play, that's very difficult. To have to cover second base and then have to cover first base, that is very difficult, yo. Very difficult.
Right. Okay, but I'm saying there's nine. What is it? Seven people in the baseball. Nine people out there. Of all those positions, I know a lot of the stuff is hard, but I'm saying everything in hockey is hard, like extremely hard. I'm just saying that's just my opinion. I just wanted to know how y'all thought. So y'all don't.
Yeah,
think
I mean, like somebody like a Kale
crazy.
McCarr, that's like an elite offensive player, and also maybe the best defensive player in the league. Like, yeah, like that's difficult. Like being a defenseman, and then also being elite offensively for sure. Like there are players like that.
Like you're getting hit. Like it's like you're playing football too. The physicality in hockey is crazy.
I'm actually a hockey fan. Hockey is basketball on ice. That's why I like it.
Hockey is nuts. I think hockey's got to be harder than baseball. But that's all.
I'm actually running a poll because I want to hear how you guys feel. I'm gonna put hockey, the decathlon. Let me put baseball.
Decathlon, you just got to be in good shape.
What y'all think should be the fourth sport?
I'm saying like riding a bike, running, swimming, all that is easy. You just got to be able to do it for a long time.
Ox, you have no idea what it takes mentally. First of all, Ox, this is what
mental.
I want
Okay, now the mental. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
keep going. Okay, yeah.
Understand what it is. So it's a 3-mile swim. It's 126-mile bike ride, and then I got to run a marathon. The winner wins it in 9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's insane. Like, I understand, chill. Like, I'm not. I didn't mean to discredit the decathlons because I can't. I don't mess up now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like the mental aspect. Okay, I could dig that. But it's like you just got to be in like superhuman shape. You're not doing like you're not actually doing something hard like running. I know how it sounds. It sounds crazy. I don't mean to make it sound like that. I'm sorry to make it sound like this because that's insane to do it. But you just have to be in crazy shape. It's not like you can't
even ride a bike and you saying it's not hard.
I can't ride a bike swiper. I'm trying to tell you, but stop playing with my athleticism, bro.
Which is incredibly difficult, Ox. That's number one. Number two.
Yeah, but you're not skating. You're not skating backwards on ice.
One of my off-season workouts was swimming, and one of my off-season workouts being swimming, I get in the pool and go up and down one time. And I was like this. Oh my God.
Well, I can swim real. I can swim real.
And I can swim. And I'm a pretty good swimmer. But after one time going up and down, I was gassed because that's a different kind of exercise. It's not the same as running. It's not the same as riding a bike. It's completely different. And doing that for 3 miles and then jumping on a bike and basically 126 miles. I think that's what, Sacramento to San Francisco, something close to that, or
126. Yeah, it's about that. Yeah.
And you doing it in one shot, like you ain't pulling over, and no, you keeping it rolling. And then after that, run 26 miles. The physical shape that you have to be in to do something like that, it's not superhuman. It's past that.
Well, this is my thing, chill. I believe I would be able to run a decathlon before it makes the NHL. That's all I'm saying. Like, I understand how hard it is to actually do. I'm just talking about the difficulty of the sport. Like running, riding, and swimming is not hard. Doing it that long is insane.
I think that's
insanity is crazy.
I think we could teach you to skate more than we can teach you to run 26 miles. Quicker than we can teach you to run 26 miles. I'm pretty confident.
Not on ice, skating backwards with the stick. With the
people actually go
crazy.
Ox, people go on dates skating. People don't go on dates running marathons.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Don't say that. There's some of them power couples. There's some of them power couples.
It's like when I
corner race, the New York. Some people Boston Marathon. That's their first date. You know what? Like they met at a bar.
I never knew that.
Bro, think about it. You just got runners meeting up, and you get runners hot, man. Athletic people find each other.
Hey, that running hot because I get my cardio in. You know what I'm saying, from here. Do my little cardio. Not 26 miles, chill. But I do my little cardio. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all like this: running is a natural aphrodisiac.
It is. I won't argue that.
Aphrodisiac that leads to what?
Well, you just said it. Dates and stuff like that.
What are you talking about?
All right, y'all. James C sent through his order. And that's how we gonna do it. It's gonna be Swiper, Ox, Chill, Mars, and Ron. We're gonna go from 1 to 15, choosing the players that we think was most effective in this playoffs or played the best, most influential, however you want to do it. Who was the best in round 1? Swipe it. It's on you first. Who are you rocking with?
Oh, it's Jokic. Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, spice.
Yeah, 29, 16, and 10. Yeah, I'm probably taking that over AD. I'm probably taking that pretty easily.
All right, Jokic is first. Ox, who you got?
And
with two games under 17 points, you think still that?
Yeah,
I got Ant. He bought out.
With 2 games under 17 points, you taking that?
I don't care how many points
he picked. Ant. I don't know. He picked Ant.
Mars. I'm just talking to Ox.
Swipe. I don't care how many points he scored. I didn't make this. Thing is, I didn't make this list based on box scores.
Okay. Or ranking. Next.
Okay.
Chill.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson. I think that was a pretty easy one.
Ant had 1 game under 17.
Or what 2 games under 20, whatever the last number.
No, this is his player. 33, 15, 36, 40, 43. You just lying.
You're a liar.
No. One more time, Mars.
33, 33, 15, 36, 40, and then he had 43 against Denver. But that one doesn't count.
There you go. One game.
Yeah,
Or
one game.
Go ahead.
I can't believe you just tried to bamboozle the
No, I got the numbers wrong.
You just be yelling out numbers, bro.
Yelling out numbers? I mean, that's one number. Yeah, for sure.
All right, Mars, you got it next.
Who got picks before?
Mars, where you at right now?
I was looking up Ant's 15 points that he lied about.
This is who we have right now. Joker, as of right now, Joker, and Edwards, and Jalen Brunson.
Embiid.
Yeah, that's easy. That's number 2.
All right, Joel Embiid is next.
What? Did you put him there?
Swiper, you picked Joel?
No, I did not.
Mars picked Joel.
I know.
Mars picked AD, I thought.
He just said Joel.
I thought you said AD.
All right, y'all. It's on me next.
Right, you're picking?
James put me on the list.
Don't, hey Ron, don't, man.
I'm not. Don't what? I haven't even done anything yet. Can I make my pick? I'm trying to really decide whether it's AD or whether it's Kyrie for real.
This is so nasty. A dude.
Why is it nasty?
Go ahead, keep going.
Donovan Mitchell. He wants you to pick Donovan Mitchell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to go with AD.
Yeah, that's hard.
All right, it's back on you, Swiper.
He got
first round just got done yesterday, finally. So yes, Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's on me, right, Ron?
Yeah. No, it's on Chill.
Jason Tatum.
No, I was after Swiper.
Oh, come. Yeah, I think that.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I almost forgot you were there.
Yeah, so thank you. That way he can give a real answer.
I almost forgot you were there. My bad.
Give me Paolo.
Was Jason Tatum the best player on his team?
I see what you're trying to do here.
I'm having a
I see what you're trying to do here.
Who, me?
All right. You sure you want Paolo to be there?
I think he deserved that spot. Do y'all not think so? Am I tripping?
If the next was Jason Tatum, why not?
Yeah, chill. Wait, you want to redo that? Because it was the best player
Paolo,
on this team.
I think Paolo had a good first.
He wasn't bad. I thought he was damn good.
Was he better than? Was he the best player on the team?
Who's that? Who you talking about?
Was Jason Tatum the best player on the team in playoffs?
He's always been the best player on this team. What are we talking about here? He's always been the best player on this team. So, I mean, a win player averaging a double-double. I I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
A double-double gets you in that combo? I got you.
A wing player averaging a double-double? Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
It's 21 and 10 and 5 on 56 true
20 and 10? Yeah, that's a pretty big deal. On what? One more time.
56 true shooting?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, and then on the same team, by the way, just to be clear, because we're having a holistic conversation,
yeah.
22, 3 and 3 on 74 true shooting in the first round.
Is
Derek White, I assume.
The guy with the head that looks just like mine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We don't even know if you got a ball head because we never seen you without that.
We've already seen.
That's the first time
we've already had this combo.
I did not know that you had the chrome though. I did not know that, Swipe.
We've already had this combo. We've been there many times. We've already had this combo.
Now I know. I did not.
We've already had this combo before.
Hey, Swiper, I knew you was clean. I didn't know the head was that clean though.
For real, y'all. I did not know we had
Mr. Clean.
All
the way, Mr. Clean. All the way, Mr. Clean. We didn't been here before.
You good?
All right, y'all. Here's the list as currently stands. At the top, we got Jokic. Then we got Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson at 3, Embiid at 4, Anthony Davis at 5, Donovan Mitchell at 6, Paolo Banchero at 7. Chilltown, it's on you, and you're going with
Jason Tatum.
JT.
What?
Yeah, what was that for, Mars? What'd you do that for?
Okay.
All right, well, Mars, it does happen to be on you next, so you got it.
Steph Curry.
Didn't make the playoffs.
Has Jason Tatum showed up yet?
So we taking what he did off the table, Mars? Is that what we doing?
What
for
did
this
he do?
conversation? Yes.
Well, no, we're not doing that.
There's no logical explanation for Jason Tatum to be over Kyrie Irving or Tyrese Maxey. There's no logical.
I was thinking about Tyrese Maxey. I was.
There's no logical explanation you can give.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's not possible.
I did think about Tyrese Maxey, but Tyrese Maxey was a bucket getter.
But why does 21 and 10?
If that's all we doing,
No, 21 and 10 versus the Heat with no Jimmy Butler in the world, and you shot worse from the field across the board than he did in the regular season. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. No. You don't get to drop efficiency and points when your main bag is scoring. You don't get to do that. No,
you don't. No, you don't. But you know what else you get to do? Did his distribution level go up?
No.
Yes, it did.
No.
6 assists in
I don't care about that. 5-game sample. No.
Wait a minute. Why don't you care about that? I'm getting other guys involved. I'm getting more guys involved.
Not to care about it. That's crazy.
Why am I not caring about? Why am I not caring about my best player getting other people involved in the game?
Was he your best player? He wasn't the best playmaker in the first round on the team.
So Jason Tatum's 5.4 assists gets him over LeBron James, Tyrese Maxey, and Kyrie.
LeBron James.
LeBron too.
You know why? Because he won.
Because he won. You hear that nonsense?
Kyrie
won.
Kyrie won.
SGA. What did he perform better? They're both first seeds, right? They both played against 8 seeds, right?
SGA.
They both went 5 games. Oh no, the Thunder swept. Well, the Thunder actually swept. You talk about winning. The Thunder actually swept.
Was he better than SGA in the first round?
I was just about to say that. Now I got to reconsider it. Hold on.
No, wait. But
SGA, Kyrie, we don't have to reconsider. But SGA, yeah, that's enough. Okay.
Now I got to reconsider because
you have a beef with Kyrie Irving that needs to be.
No, I don't. No, I do not.
You clearly do.
No, I do.
There's no explanation for Tatum over Kyrie, but SGA is where you got to think twice.
I got to reconsider. The reason why I got to reconsider SGA is because that first game where he had the jitters and he wasn't great, but he actually got going. Especially playing against a better. First and foremost, Mars, I'm playing against Herb Jones as opposed to going against James Harden.
Excuse me?
Yes. That's what I'm going up against. I'm going up against an all-league. Why not? I'm going up against an all-league.
That makes no sense, Chill. You're doing the same thing Ron did with that narrative push earlier when we were talking real hoops. Every time we want to talk real hoops, you start bringing up some stuff about like Aura and Herb. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Tatum has not played. No, I'm not done. Tatum did not play well in the first round. Did not play well. He averaged 21 and 10.
Jason Tatum. We're not talking about Jason Tatum anymore. We're talking about SGA and who SGA went up against.
SGA did this with versus a team with wing defenders. Sure, they had no Zion on the court, all that other stuff. Yeah, he was better, but we're saying he was better than Tatum as well as other players, including LeBron James, who you're saying because he played versus the defending champions, and not Tatum, that because that somehow knocks him off the ladder, even though he got outplayed.
He was. James was.
What is that? What does that mean, Tatum? Do you think that? Never mind. That's what I'm saying. If we do this, the Celtics versus the Nuggets in the first round, are they making it past the Nuggets in the first round? Then we're having a whole different conversation about this. We don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Winning can't do that. There's no way. So what about Kyrie then? Because you felt like Kyrie closed in a lot of those games, or I don't know, James Harden. James Harden was also good, but because he lost, that's the reason you're going to disqualify him from the list altogether. Over
Tatum? SGA or over Tatum. Let's take Jason Tatum off the table.
No, you put him on the list.
Well, I'm taking him off. Okay, I'm taking him off.
Okay, I'm happy now.
Okay, I'm taking him off. Okay.
Cool. Chill. Don't let them bully you into taking Jason Tatum off the list. If you want him at 7, keep him there. Stop, because I'm putting Tyrese Halliburton next.
Stop, Ron. They're not bullying me. What we're doing is we're having a conversation. They're not bullying me. We're having a conversation about these dudes. And I'm thinking about what James did. I'm thinking about, because if I'm being honest, I got caught up in the Jason Tatum logic. Yo, he averaged 20, he averaged a double-double as a wing guy. Yes, I did. But now that I'm thinking about James, I'm thinking about Kyrie Irving, the fact that his effort on defense was way better than what I've seen in the past. Way better. I ain't just thinking about him closing games. And I ain't thinking about his buckets. I'm thinking about his effort on defense. That's what I'm thinking about with him. And I feel like that series should have been over in 5. And Irv had a lot to do with that. He had a lot to do with that. So if I'm putting the next guy, I'll take SGA. Yes. I think he had a better first round series than Kyrie.
Chill. If you do this, it's a good chance that Jason Tatum might not make the list.
Yeah, and that would make the list accurate. Like, what are we doing?
He might not. Again, Ron, we're talking about the first round of the playoffs, and we're talking about the guys who
do you even think Tatum was better than Jamal in the first round?
Jamal Murray?
Yes.
Slow down.
No, do you even think that?
Yes.
No. All right.
It's other guys too, but
Harden, I mean,
I'm not gonna keep being this guy, But
so you're putting Tyrese Halliburton on the list. That's what I heard.
Here's the thing, though. What you're not gonna do is I'm not gonna stand on something and just keep standing on it when I'm clearly wrong. When I've gotten legit logic.
Okay, I said that about Boston to start the year off, and you kept doing it.
Jason Tatum is the best player in the league. Period. I can't just keep saying that when there's evidence to prove that he's not.
You do that all the time anyway.
No, I do not.
You said Tatum was the best small forward in the league all year.
Oh,
despite what you're seeing from Durant and LeBron.
But
because he played on a winning team, he had the winning aura.
No, it's not the winning aura. That wasn't it. That wasn't it at all.
All right, y'all. We gotta keep it pushing on this list, though. Mars is on you next. Chill at 8 chose SGA. Mars at 9. Who do you got? Let me know if you need to see the list.
Kyrie
Irving. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's on me next. And let me just go ahead and put this up there so you guys know who we're rocking with right now. Scroll this down. This is what it's looking like. And Jokic is at 1. As of right now, this is what it is. And you guys, I'm going to go with. It's not going to be Hallie. I know you guys want me to put Hallie there.
It can be a Tyrese. It can be a Tyrese.
Or a Ramon. There's a Ramon that's also in the league. You can put
and so those are the 3 players. It's 4 players right now because respect Chris Middleton and what he did. But so Luka's crazy to put. It's crazy to put Luka right here.
Come on, bro.
I wouldn't be mad at Luka, but his efficiency dropped. So
his efficiency was bad, but he still balled though.
I think he was solid. I don't know, but there's a couple names that I don't think are terrible.
No way, I got Luka over Maxey.
Yeah, I think it should probably be Maxey, but
shit, I'm having a hard time putting Luka over Pascal Siakam.
LeBron James gets no respect in this space.
It's the wrong Tyrese, but he's up there.
Who should LeBron replace on the list?
Well, I mean, personally, can I see the list again?
Yeah.
If AD and Bron both played top 10, how did they get swept?
They didn't get swept. They lost in 5.
Oh,
you don't think it's possible to lose to the better team? Well, I mean, LeBron averaged 28 7 and 9.
Embiid and Maxey both played top 10 and they lost in 6.
They didn't get swept though, and they didn't.
Neither
lose
did the
5.
Lakers.
What's the difference between losing in 5 or losing in 6 exactly? Wait, hold on. Do you know one of the reasons why they won one of those games wasn't because of Batum went absolutely insane in one of the games that they won. So like I don't understand. So they had a role player that stepped up, therefore they get more credit.
So then why are we talking about these dudes like that then?
All right, never mind. You know I'm done. You're right.
Because we're ranking them. That doesn't mean that they're the reason the team won. Two things can be true. Who was the best player? This guy. Did they win every game because of him? No. Both of the things are true. Jokic, swipe up with Jokic first. Does that mean the Nuggets won solely because of Jokic every game? No.
Yeah, a lot to do with it though.
Of course, and these guys are more. These guys are more important to their team's success than the other guys. But that doesn't mean that Nicholas Batum or Buddy Hield in that final game, or Kelly Oubre or Tobias Harris in that game 5 weren't important at parts of the series. Like those things are still true. Anthony Edwards got ranked number 2. Are we gonna act like Rudy Gobert hasn't been the best defender in the playoffs? Like Rudy didn't make the list, but we still understand that the reason the Timberwolves are so successful is because and the defense and Jaden McDaniels, all of it. So both things are true. You can be playing better than someone else, but the reason your team's winning isn't just because of you. We're not playing tennis.
All right, Swipers, back on you at 11.
11. How many were we doing?
We got 5 more. We're doing top 15.
Top 15.
I want to see how these next 5 players transpire because we still got some good names out there.
LeBron.
All right. LeBron is at 11. Chill, it's back on you.
I think it's Ox.
My bad.
Ox is next.
But it was a long weekend, Ox, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Like I was up north at Pandora's. I made a stop back and loop through.
What was doing up there? I'm trying to tell you, bro. Stop going there.
Hey, I mean, Ox. It's a lot that you could find in Pandora's box.
Yeah.
What is that? What is Pandora?
Like a penicillin shot.
Sound like it's nasty up
Ox,
there.
It's back on you.
No, wait, what is Pandora?
Swiper. If we do PC weekend,
You the one brought it up. You the one brought it up.
What's Pandora? What is Pandora?
You was having an A and B conversation
on a stream with 1,000
people. You involved us in it. So
this isn't a debate. This was merely a back and forth, y'all. We don't.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Is this an avatar like Pandora, the planet that they're on? Like what's Pandora?
Yes, exactly.
Yo,
you're in Seattle, right? Let me look it up. Pandora, Seattle. Let me see.
Oh, hey, if y'all gonna look it up, then give a review too. Hey, do like what happened with that Toronto Chinese restaurant that Kendrick mentioned in the diss song. Now business is just booming for them. Give
Pandora.
A review.
It's an outlet. So this is a mall you were shopping at?
Absolutely.
What do you buy there? What do you buy at this Pandora? Is this a jewelry shop?
What you buy there, Ron? What do you buy?
Man, hey man, I left with a lot of bags, man. I left with
a couple
things.
This is
Cafe Bento.
Right? Yo, Ox.
They want me to put Chris Middleton, but I don't think I got to. I think somebody else to take care of Chris. Let me see the list real quick.
You gonna leave your man's hanging? And leaving our man said Ox. Make sure Middleton gets up there. Appreciate you leaving our man for sending that through. Here we go. So obviously at 1 we got Jokic, at 2 Anthony Edwards, 3 Jalen Brunson, 4 Joel Embiid, 5 Anthony Davis, 6 Donovan Mitchell, 7 Paulo, 8 SGA, 9 Kyrie, 10 Tyrese Maxey. At 11 we got LeBron, Ramon, James. Now we got 4 more. Oxes on you.
Okay, let me see. It's a lot of players I'm thinking about. Shit. Give me Pascal.
Right there.
Yeah, I like the Josh Hart pick from y'all. I see y'all was talking about Josh Hart. And, no way I was picking Luka.
Chill Town. Who you got next?
It ain't 15 players in this playoffs that play better than Jason Tatum. It's not. It is not. It is not. You can't sell me that. It is not 15 players that played in this playoffs better than him. You can't sell me that. You can't. No. You cannot.
Let's do it.
No.
JT at 13.
You can't.
Eat it, Mars.
It's not my list. It's not my
Wait,
list.
what chill? What are you mad about?
I ain't mad about anything.
He's just convinced
really happy to
that
see you
Jason
guys.
Tatum
What's going on,
should be on the
fellas?
This Jason Tatum love affair is disgusting.
It's not a love affair.
You're gonna watch Donovan Mitchell be the best player in that series, and you're gonna still come up here and complain.
Well, I think
because they won the series.
No, because Boston are gonna win, so that means he played better than the guys on teams that lost.
You've been red for filth. Red for filth.
I said that, and anyway, I still think that wouldn't really be that bad, to be quite honest with you, because I think he's the best two guard in the league anyway. So,
Mars, I don't know though. If Jared Allen comes back and Kristaps Porzingis doesn't come back, I think the Cavs can pull this off.
Yeah, when the Celtics win, Jason Tatum will be moving up higher on the list, no matter how he plays.
No, that's not true, Mars. That is not true.
Why did you put 21 and 10 on the board then?
Winning matters, y'all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, wait. Let me ask you this. Do you think he was better than Michael Porter Jr. as well?
Yes. Yes. Don't mix it. Oh my.
Wait, he averaged almost a double though. That's what you said.
Chill. Check this out though. Check this out. I'm gonna read off Michael Porter's stat.
8.5 or whatever it was. 70 true shooting.
23.
So he scored more points than Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
And got 2 less rebounds.
And also chill. Also chill. He shot 50 from 3 and 53 from the field.
And won in 5 games against the better team.
Ooh, chill. Logic, chill. That's your logic.
Chill. Can I give you one more name? Might I add J-Dub? He scored 21 points, just like JT. Only averaged 6 rebounds compared to JT's 10 or 7 rebounds. Averaged 5 assists, just like Jason Tatum. Averaged 2 steals. Defense was much better than Jason Tatum's.
And swept the team.
And swept the team. And he shot 38 from 3 and 52 from the field, as opposed to JT's 41 from the field and 29% from 3.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all trolling is moving me. Like I'm kind of
no. I'm. It's a real consideration.
We can acknowledge Jason Tatum is better than these guys, but that doesn't mean like what's True saying? Difference between being better and playing better. Right, why can't we just say Jason Tatum is better than these guys, but didn't play better than them in round 1? Like I don't know why we have to act like. I don't get how Jason Tatum just definitively played better than Derek White. But I guess the 10 rebounds in which I checked. 1.8 were contested.
Better than Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he got swept. KD got swept. He's not going to be in the conversation.
Yo, we got to change the topic.
No, we don't. No, chill. Chill is
on the thing. Chill's at an 11 out of 10. I know Chill. I've been doing this with Chill for about 2 years.
Hiding.
He's about to blow a gasket.
This is what a runner looks like. That's a runner. That's a track star. That's what he's doing. He's running. Open your eyes and speak, please. Tell us. Answer the question. Had he played better than all 3 of those players? Chill. Don't sit there and pretend to rub them fake glasses that you don't. They're not prescription. They're not prescription.
Actually, they are.
Chill. Now you can speak. No, talk about the basketball. Chill. Talk about the basketball.
I need these. So anyway,
talk about the basketball.
Let's talk about the basketball.
Okay, those 3 players. Did they play better than Jason Tatum in the first round or no? And why didn't they? Role responsibilities. Is that what you're gonna say?
Not just role responsibilities. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that right now. I'm sitting here listening to you dudes talk to me about a guy that's played that these guys played, but these guys played better than him. Jason Tatum, his scoring went down in this series. Sure did. I'm not gonna argue that part. I'm not gonna argue that part. His scoring did go down. If we're sitting here saying that a guy played better than another guy, then this is a trap. Because you know what this does now? This is a 100% trap. Because if we're saying that Jason Tatum isn't one of the 15 players who played, if there's 15 guys who played better than him in the first round, you know what that now leads to? You know what? Maybe this guy ain't that good. That's not the combo. That's exactly where it's going.
Did he play better than Michael Porter Jr. in the first round?
So you'd rather lie about how well he played so that people can't
I'm not lying about anything, Mars. No, we're not lying about anything.
You're putting him on the list.
We're not lying about anything. I'm putting him on the list as a player.
No. Did he play better in the first round than Michael Porter Jr.? Did he have a more impact on the series than Michael Porter Jr.? Answer the question.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, then we're not talking hoops. It's not actually about basketball. Then I got you. No problem. No play, no game that he had more impactful than Porter. Then you can pull up. the series across the board, the game tying shots, the fourth quarter hits, all that stuff. None of that wash out the window. A 70 true shooting, wash it out the window because Tatum's the better overall player. I got you. No problem.
But if that's the case, Luka should be top 5 on the list. Like
exactly.
That should be. If it's just about who's the better player, then the list should just be Jokic, Luka, Embiid, whoever else. Like if that's
Giannis, the ghost of Giannis should be there.
But we was fine with putting Anthony Edwards number 2. Do we think Anthony Edwards is the second best player in the league? But we was fine with that. But the moment it comes to Jason Tatum, all of a sudden it's this guy's better than him. So it doesn't matter how he played. Then put the players who won in the playoffs on the list because they're still better than them.
I know where this
is going. Steph Curry's still better than these guys.
I'm not going.
De'Aaron Fox is still better.
I don't care about that, Mars, and the reason why is because I know I know where y'all going with this, and I know what ultimately happens here. I do. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. MPJ,
where are we going?
Okay, MPJ. Okay,
he thinks it's going to be part of an agenda to say Jason.
That's exactly what it is, Mars.
I'm not making it.
So instead of being honest about the list, he's going to manipulate the list to get Jason Tatum on it, so that no one can say he's not that good. But if we all clearly disagree with you put him on the list, are we not going to still end up having those conversations you don't want to have anyway? The only reason we're talking about Jason Tatum right now is because you put him on the list. If you never put him on the list, no one would have brought him up. But you put him on the list. So now we're arguing about him when I'm trying to be more positive and not speak down on players. But if you didn't put him on the list, we wouldn't be talking about.
All you do is talk about him that way, though, Mars. The way we're talking about him right now.
We're only talking about him because you said his name.
Even if I didn't say it.
No one else said his name.
Even if I didn't bring him up, Mars. Let's just say for the sake of argument, I didn't bring him up. And then after we got to 15 and then I brought him up, what ultimately happens?
Why would you bring him up? That's the point.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, maybe
you keep trying to bring him up.
So don't bring him up.
Then we had a conversation. Then you put him in at 11. We're having a conversation.
So the best player on the best team in the league.
Did he play the best in that first round for the
Unbelievable. So
did
for
he
now
play
on,
the best for the first round?
No, he didn't.
So why are we talking about him?
Okay,
this is the best 15 performers.
The reason why we're talking about him is because he's the reason why we're talking about him is because we're talking about the best players playing the best. Is that correct?
Yes,
so the best player on the best team in the NBA right now, right? The best player on the best team in the NBA right now. If we're talking about him not being one of the 15 best players playing in the playoffs right now, what does that say about him? No, Mars. No. Because performer ultimately leads to what, Mars? Especially when we're talking about Jason Tatum. Particularly when we're talking about Jason Tatum. What does it lead to? He's better than him. So now, if we say here the best player on the best team in the league isn't performing like one of the 15 best players in the game, well, maybe he isn't that good.
Well, Luka's not in the convo either for top 10, and nobody's bashing Luka Doncic. No one's doing that.
Yeah,
the only
so
I don't understand why acknowledging that Tatum was not better than a handful of other players in the first round, given the fact they played nobody.
Okay,
maybe
guys,
he didn't need to be. Maybe he didn't need to be as good.
Okay, guys,
other players in the first round performed better, maybe because they needed to do it.
Got it. Fine. Jason Tatum off the
No,
what
chill. JT stamped. Yo, Mars, it's on you next.
Let's put
Mars.
Let's take Jason Tatum off the list and let's see who else.
Chill. No.
Tyrese Halliburton is on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh well.
Why is Tyrese Halliburton on the list?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's your problem. You're scared to fall for that trap. Hey, put me in the trap.
Tyrese.
I'll fall for it every time.
Chris Middleton, maybe. No, well, maybe Chris Middleton. Because we're talking about guys playing better, right?
Chill. We're already on the list. It's all good. Mars, it's on you. You're at 13 or 14. Who do you got?
Jackson Hayes.
All right. Well,
yo, Mars woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Mars, well, here's the thing. You could wake up on the wrong side.
Oh, wait, it's not even morning over there.
It's 5:35.
Maybe you took a nap.
You need a nap, Mars.
No, I'm chilling. Jackson Hayes.
All right, y'all. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and move on. That was a good segment, right? I had fun. Hope everybody else had fun. I'm gonna go ahead and read some super chats, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read some super chats. And then we're gonna talk about this Cleveland series and them advancing.
Advancing to the second round, which is an improvement for Cleveland, who Before they got Donovan Mitchell, they were a playing team. Now they lost in the first round last year, and then this year they advanced to the semifinals. They're making progress. They are making progress. With all of that being said, if Donovan Mitchell doesn't sign this extension this summer, I am out.
Right quick, chill. Before we get into that, I'm gonna read some of these super chats. Gandhi KV2 said Ant-Man doing what LeBron couldn't do.
But they both won.
Right, they both won the game. Both of them won the game. What are we talking about? That's not.
Well, technically, I mean, the Lakers never won in Denver, so I mean, I guess
they still won a game. Give me a break.
Home court advantage.
Yeah, they still won a game.
They still home court. That's what they do.
They still won a game.
Yo, what's going on, Early?
What's happening, fellas? Ron, Chill, Mars, Chippendales. How you feeling?
You're
who's Chippendales?
Wonderful.
Swiper. He knows why.
You know why, Swiper. You know why. You know why.
Well, who is this? Who's that?
It's early.
His name is
early. You haven't met me. I'm a big Ant fan. Jokic hater. Denver hater.
Why am I chicken? Why am I
Jokic hater?
You know why. You know why.
No, I don't understand that.
Is
that a what's the reference to?
I mean, you like to shake your body, man. That's what I heard, man. I heard Chippendales guy. That's all.
Oh, is this like what's this based on? Like some content that you're referencing?
Yeah, some content. People in the chat
that I did.
I'm telling y'all, it's artificial intelligence. Let's move on, man. Y'all stuck in the past, man. This is how big I've apparently become. I have no idea what he's referencing, except for there's a video apparently that was somebody had an avatar. Swiper, don't worry, I got you. As much as you say I don't defend you, I got you, Swiper.
It's okay. It's
not Swiper. It's artificial intelligence. Okay.
Allegedly.
We're gonna have a conversation about the Nuggets, though. Told y'all about Ant-Man. Chill. He's the best two guard in the league. Baby Jordan, man. We're gonna have a conversation.
Baby Jordan, chill out, man.
I just want to reference the first person this dude I've never met in my life, who probably is a good person, comes up here with a glow ring light on for makeup and insults me Chippendales for the first introduction to our conversation.
This ring light cost some good money, man. I'm dark skinned. It's hard to see me, man.
Would have been free if Tape paid his bet, but
there you go.
What? Who you telling, Mars? You don't pay their bets around here.
You betting with strangers in the chat. It sounds like a you problem. I don't know what to tell you.
With bad profile pics too, Mars.
You betting with strangers with no actual way to guarantee your money is insane.
I should have bet Swiper, man. Godly.
Bet me what?
You'd actually beat me, man. I bet you that 100 for I wanted to bet you 100 that Brunson wouldn't get over 35, and he had 41. You'd have got me.
So you in the ticket corner of casuals. I got you. Never mind. I got you. I'll leave you alone.
No, don't compare me to ticket, man. I'm my own guy. Don't do that. I won't compare you to ticket or nobody else. You're Swiper.
You just based up. Never mind. Got you.
I know.
All right, so I got another super chat from Black Mamba. He said, hipster journalists try to say Jokic is now a good defender because of his quote-unquote IQ. He's been a cone in these playoffs.
No, he hasn't.
Worse than Trey, etc.
No, he is not.
6'11".
No, he is not.
Can we have a real conversation about Jokic's defense? It has gotten better, but I mean, when it's so piss poor, any improvement is better.
It's not piss poor.
It is piss poor.
No, it isn't. That's just not
Swiper talked about his playoff rising in defense last year, right? Swiper, who did he play defensively as a center in the last year playoffs that proved that?
He's played the same center so far that he played last year.
No, he hasn't.
He factually has. He played AD last year. He played AD this year. He's played Rudy and Cat last year.
In the same conversation we have, Mars, where we don't want to compare 2020 Jokic that Dwight Howard and them was playing against to this one. I feel the same way. I think Rudy is better defensively this year, moves his feet better. I think Nas Reed is better this year. I think Cat is better this year. Jaden McDaniels was out. He broke his hand. I think AD was better this year, although I do feel like last year they put too much on AD, wanting to be the rim protector, the anchor, and then give you 35 and 15 a game. And then you got to bang with Jokic every play. I mean, that's hard. DeAndre Ayton, come on.
Meanwhile, Joker did that, though, against him.
You can't say what sentence did he play that he had to guard on defense when he played the same.
DeAndre Ayton, we know he gave up. Bam, as good as the defender Bam is, he couldn't do nothing. Kevin Love couldn't do nothing. Cody Zeller couldn't do nothing. So, I mean, I don't think he played nobody for real where he had to really prove it. I think this
what
series.
What senses is he playing this year that he didn't play last year? Nas Reed?
Again, I think that he's playing a better Rudy.
Offensively?
And a better Cat.
You think Rudy's better offensively than last year?
No, I think Rudy's better defensively against.
What's that got to do with Jokic's defense?
Nothing.
I mean, Jokic's defense. So Rudy being better on defense has what to do with it?
So here's the thing, Mars. Defense and offense is affected when you have to do more work on the defensive end. So it makes it harder on the offensive end. So for me, I think what Rudy and them are doing against him are making it harder for him defensively and offensively. I mean, he had a good game.
So Rudy being a better defender is making Jokic a worse defender. This is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that Jokic has not played anybody in the last year, especially last year. And this year, he hasn't played no defensive big man yet. I mean, offensive big man yet, other than Cat, but he's not really playing against Cat. That's Aaron Gordon's job. So I feel like he doesn't have to prove that he's great defensively. Now, he has played more effort, as I alluded to. He has played more effort. But even in his run last year, there was nobody he played on the offensive end who had to really test his defense. There's a lot of time when Jokic gets to
relax. Say he didn't play against Jokic. Just say he didn't play against Embiid. Just say that, because who else is in the league that's like that? Just say that. I mean, who else is in the league that's like that? Which goes back to the original logic. Olajuwon ain't running around here. David Robinson ain't running around here. Ewan ain't running around here. Shaq ain't running around here. Jabbar ain't running around here. None of these dudes are running around here. So outside of Embiid, offensively, even though he's already going up against Anthony Davis, he's already going up against Anthony Davis. So outside of those guys, who else is he going to go against?
So even when you speak on Anthony Davis, Chill, did Anthony Davis not do better against? Was he not a better player against Jokic this year? When he actually went at Jokic, did he not drop numbers on Jokic this year?
Yes, he did.
They should have lost in the first round. Like, they honestly should have, but the Lakers were just too old, and Darvin Ham couldn't coach and couldn't make adjustments. That's the honest to God truth. There's no way you get up 22 or 3 times in the series and you keep letting them come back on you and beat you.
Right.
So I do feel like what AD did this year, if he had that same effort last year, it could have been a better series. AD this year showed that if I actually go at this guy and give this guy some work, I'm going to get my buckets.
Just so you know, he had a 40 and 20 game last year in the playoffs against me. He had a 40 and 20 game against Joker last year.
And then what was the game after that? How many on and off games that AD had where he'd give you 40 and 20 and then 15 and 9 in the second game?
The point is that the guys that you asking him to go against, they aren't around. But the guys that he is going against, he's still holding his own. Because you're not gonna be able to stop.
Wait, was Anthony Davis a worse defender this year?
That's what I'm talking about. Like Anthony Davis.
No, but that person right there, was Anthony Davis a worse defender?
My name's early, man. We're not going to do that.
That's early.
Well, no, there's no nameplate.
I'm not ticket. You don't have to do that with me. I have to go back.
No, there's no nameplate. I didn't know what your name was early. So do you think Anthony Davis was a worse defender this year?
I think Anthony Davis this year had to do more. To me, this year, Anthony Davis had to do more offensively, and he showed up more offensively, making it harder for him on defense. That's what I think. So I do think against Jokic, he was worse on defense. Because last year, he did have a Tristan Thompson coming in from time to time, getting a minute or two. But I do think last year, as an overall, AD was a better defender last year as an overall. To me, he was a better defender last year.
So do you think Anthony Davis, like, because he allowed Jokic to do whatever he wants whenever he wants, he's like one of the worst defenders in the league?
Not even a little bit. I think Jokic is really just that good, but it's not enough bodies.
So can it be
proving
that Anthony Davis
that Jokic doesn't have to go against anybody defensively to try him?
So if I can ask a follow-up question, do you think then if he's going, if you're saying Anthony Davis doesn't get discredit because Jokic is do that to anybody, do you then not have that same logic apply for Jokic if Anthony Davis is that he has to play against Anthony Davis?
You broke up. Say it one more time.
I broke up?
Yes.
Yeah, the last part. You broke up. Say the last part again.
So if you're saying that you don't think Anthony Davis is a worse defender this year because he played versus Nikola Jokic and he does that to everyone, why are you not having the same logic applied to Nikola Jokic guarding Anthony Davis?
I think this year, Anthony Davis offensively, I feel like he was a better player this year offensively against Jokic. I think this year against Jokic, I said Anthony Davis against Jokic. I think he was a better offensive player against Jokic this year.
But Jokic averaged more.
That's why Jokic was better last year defensively.
He averaged more points this year in that series on better shooting percentages this year than he did last year in that series. So I'm saying that, like, So Anthony has gotten worse over the last year because its offensive responsibilities have gotten higher.
But Swiper, you stat looking at we talking about the actual play, like you stat looking at. Yeah, he might have had more numbers,
but that's what the production is. What your game is, what you're producing. But you can't just take the numbers off the table. You can't.
Jokic is, and here's the thing about last year too. Jokic had to do more this year than last year. You had a Jamal Murray playing. We can let those game-winning shots fool you, but he's been 37%, 41%, 46%, 35%. He's had a bad series. Jamal Murray has been 9-24, 9-24, 8-21. He hasn't had a good series.
What does that got to do with Nikola Jokic?
What he did was
if you have
in
to
the
do more
fourth quarter,
offense,
when the Lakers wear it down.
Why does that apply to Anthony Davis but not Joker?
Because I think Anthony Davis, what are we talking about? Anthony Davis had a better series this year than he did last year.
But you just said Jamal Murray wasn't good in this series, and Anthony Davis had to carry more offensively this series, which is why he was the worst defender. But you can tell you that's an excuse for him, but it's not an excuse for Nikola Jokic.
The same doesn't apply because last year, Anthony Davis' help this year was actually more. D'Lo actually showed up this year. Austin Reeves was actually showing up this year. Last year, Anthony Davis and LeBron were literally by themselves again in the different series.
So you just said he got worse defensively this year because he had to do more offensively.
Because D'Lo had to go against
the math isn't massive. Did he have to do more on defense or less?
This year, he had to do less on defense.
Joker.
Last year, he had to do more on defense.
Is that what we're talking about? Anthony Davis or Joker right now?
Anthony Davis had to do less on defense this year than he had to do last year. Last year, he had to do more on defense.
Why he had to do more last year? It's the same crew.
And here's the main reason why. Because offensively, they wasn't given the same firepower they were given this year. This year, a lot of them players stepped up way more than they did last year. Last year, Anthony Davis and LeBron not only had to kill you on offense, they had to kill you on defense too. They had to be more. When you have a situation where you're getting 15-point leads, you can relax a little bit on defense. Last year it was they barely got a lead last year. Last year it was a dogfight every.
Oh, thank God!
Get him back. Like you were saying, well, keep going early. Last year,
can you hear me?
We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
So last year offensively,
what's going on?
The firepower last year offensively
they did not have.
This year, D'Lo didn't show up last year the way he showed up this year. D'Lo was easily the third best player on the team this year. He didn't show up the way he showed up this year, which gave Anthony Davis more relaxed. And on top of that, Anthony Davis also had a Jackson Hayes who can give him some minutes. Again, they barely played. And Davis was by himself last year. They didn't play any big man at all other than Tristan Thompson in game 4 when it was all too late. So for me, when you have an offense that's more efficient, giving you more points, giving you more on the offensive end, it makes it easier for your defensive end. When you literally have to keep a guy from scoring every single point because you can't afford to go down, it makes it harder for you. So I think Anthony Davis had a less of a time this year than he did last year. Last year, he had to be amazing on defense, and Jokic still killed him. But again, Jokic had more help than he did this year. Same way Anthony Davis had more help this year than he did last year.
We do got to move on. I don't think it's crazy to say that Jokic is extremely overrated on defense, and I don't think it's crazy to put him in the Trae Young defensive category.
It's not, Ron. Yes, it is.
It's just me, though. It's just me.
Jamal's overrated, though. I'll tell you that much.
I got a super chat from Jeremiah Smith. He said, Ron said the Spurs will be better than the Mavs. Cap. Chill said Dallas will be a lottery team. Cap. Ox said the Clippers had to go, Ox had the Clips making the finals. Facts. Respect the Mavs. Facts.
The Mavs have been better than basically everyone expected on this show.
Yep. I had them as a play-in team. So
I can't remember where I had them, but
I
remember after they made the trades, I was high on Dallas. I do remember that. But
I had them as a play-in team. Yes, I did.
Okay, 7-5.
Dante Bryant said if the Wolves beat the Nuggets, they win the whole thing.
I think Wolves win tonight.
What's your early? What is your best basketball analysis for why the Wolves will win tonight? I'd love to hear it.
I think honestly, last night, well, not last night, but I think Saturday was actually the game the Nuggets should have won. I think the explosion by Naz Reid in the fourth quarter was unexpected. I think they shot really bad, honestly. It was a bad shooting game for the Wolves, and they still won that game with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter. So I believe they make more shots this game. I believe that run that they had in game one, if they have it in game two, there isn't an immediate comeback where the Nuggets go for a lead. I also believe that they are wearing Jokic down, and I also believe that MPJ won't shoot as good as he did this game as he did last game. So for me, the fact that y'all lost last game, I look at it this look. Although Ed had 43, balled out in the fourth quarter, I don't see Jamal Murray having another bad half and y'all not being down by 15 going into the half with the Wolves. That's what I don't see. The fact that y'all were tied up.
They weren't tied at the half.
But that tied up, they were up by 4. The fact that they were up by 4 going into the second half and Jamal Murray had no points, it's no way I should have lost that game. It's no way I should have lost that game. Again, a hell of an explosion by Naz Reid in the fourth quarter that came out of nowhere, exactly what they needed. And Cat was in foul trouble. Come on, man. Like that's my analysis.
Hey,
I think
also too,
and KCP looks worse. Like he looked like in that game, he re-injured that leg, and he's coming into game. And Monday, I think he'll be coming limping.
Got to give Naz Reid a shout out, because he played terrible in that first half. Chill. I remember I was watching
he didn't
it on
play in that first half.
Naz Reid.
No, he's saying he was non-existent. He's saying he was non-existent.
Me and Mars could have had 0 points from the hump from the crib. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but shout out Naz Reid. He turned it on in the second half, showed why he's the 6th man of the year, and ultimately he was one of the big reasons why they won that game. So shout out to him. Keeping it pushing, Mad Max Sports Talk said, let's talk about Jokic's offensive fouls. Speak on
let's talk about his offensive fouls. What about him?
They don't get called, is what he's saying.
You can say that about a bunch of dudes. How many times, Mars, have you talked to me about Giannis? Giannis could foul out on offensive fouls alone. Just on offensive fouls alone, he can foul out. Bowling over dudes. Embiid could foul out on offensive fouls because he bows guys. But that's part of it. Like
three wrongs.
Let's talk about how Jokic camps in the lane on offense and don't get caught. How you get 9 dribbles and no one calls 3 seconds?
3 wrongs don't make a right. He just be throwing his body around, doing a whole bunch of this flopping. Jokic was really with the theatrics.
Jokic to average 4 offensive 3 seconds a game.
He's a big flopper. You know what I'm saying? He's a big flopper. He sells it, and on offense, he is doing a whole lot of just running dudes over. So I mean, dude got a point. And just because Giannis gets away with it doesn't mean everybody should. You know what I'm saying? They need to start calling that. If it's a foul, sometimes it's a foul all the time.
I'm running a poll right now. Is Jokic a big fat flopper? Y'all go ahead and vote on that. It's just a yes or no question. Nothing too major. Y'all go vote on that.
You ain't have to throw the word fat in there, but I mean, I guess
I say have to throw the word big in there.
We body shaming.
He's big.
Cool.
Huh?
Yeah,
he's a big. He's a big European flopper, is what he is.
Darren Foss sent through a super chat. He said, Mars, per usual, is being disingenuous about JT's first round series. They actively used him as a decoy to drag Bam away from the rim and attacked other mismatches. Tatum's usage percentage was below his regular season average. Mars,
tell me what I said about Jason Tatum. I never brought up a number, never brought up a stat, never brought up his shooting splits, his point split. I never said anything. All I said was he hasn't played
like a top
as one of the 15 best performers in the playoffs this first round. So all I said, I could bring up the fact that of his 10.2 rebounds a game, 1.8 of them were contested. I could bring that up. I could bring up that we're praising 5.4 assists, but when Kyrie averages 4.7, it's not good enough. I could bring up that Luka Doncic was still the lead engine of that Dallas team and they fell off a cliff when he wasn't on the floor, whereas the Boston Celtics played better when Jason Tatum was on the floor. I could bring those things up, but I didn't. So I don't get how I'm being.
You just did, Mars.
Yeah, after the conversation has happened, because this man said I was being disingenuous about stuff I never said. I never said anything other than there's been 15 players who have played better than him. That's it. I never said any numbers or anything. So you bringing those things up to me doesn't say anything about anything I said. If I did want to bring up numbers, then sure, maybe make that statement. But the fact that Boston looked pretty fine when he wasn't on the floor, I don't know how all of a sudden you're going to say, oh, they were using him as a decoy.
Mars.
But, okay, that decoy seemed fine when he was on the bench being a decoy too.
Mars, hypothetically, if the Wolves and the Celtics make it to the finals, who's the better player on that USA team going into the summer?
Huh?
Tatum or Ant?
If the Wolves and Celtics make the finals, who's the better player on Team USA?
Not even saying who wins. We just said they both make it to the finals. Who's the better player on that USA team?
If the moon orbit, Memphis in Cuba, like Huh?
This is a terrible question.
Who's the better player now?
I don't understand
what does he want? What he wants you to say, Mars, is as of right now, Jason Tatum is not better than Anthony Edwards. And if they end up meeting in the finals, Anthony Edwards is better than Jason Tatum. Before the finals is even over, Anthony Edwards is better than Jason Tatum. Whether they beat them or not.
If he beat the Nuggets, still he better than Tatum.
Going into the playoffs, going into the summer, whether they beat them or not, Anthony Edwards is still better than Jason Tatum. That's his logic. Oh my God.
I got a super chat from Drink More Water. He said, I wasn't here at the beginning of the show, but did you guys talk about needing 2 true bigs versus Denver? Also, Gobert single-handedly shut down the Gordon live play, and Cat held his own versus Gordon the other times. Also, Conley was great.
Okay, he didn't shut down the lob play. He stopped.
He's talking about the last possession that happened.
Okay, he did that one time. Sure, that happened. But
I think, you need size. I don't think it's size to stop Jokic. I think it's size because of Aaron Gordon's lack of floor spacing. And I think it seems to work. And I don't know what Minnesota are going to do, because the way we talk about, this is the Nuggets adjustments. The Wolves can also change things too. They can adjust things. They have a lot of versatility.
Fence can coach, man. I think
they can do a lot of things. But Jokic tends to have, like, when teams do this little elite rim protector roaming, a less viable defensive piece on Jokic, break up lobs and all those things, it tends to work for a game. And then the Nuggets figure it out. And then Jokic goes back to his regular schedule programming. So I think there's a lot of it that Jokic just tends to, I guess, overthink it, especially in the first game it happens. There was a couple times where he had easy floaters, but he's passing because he think like he's getting baited into decisions that he shouldn't probably make. But like game 2, he's probably going to be more aggressive scoring. He's probably going to make the Wolves make more advanced decisions defensively. Is really going to have to commit a bunch of things. So I think it works. I don't think it works for a whole series, but it can work in games and in spurts, especially when you just show him a bunch of looks. But size is probably the answer, but more so because of Aaron Gordon, not because of Jokic, in my opinion.
Fair analysis. Early, what is your beef with Joker? Mars said something and you said something else.
And all jokes aside, Joker's amazing, dog. He's absolutely amazing. Like, he is one of the greatest big men I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, his passing ability, his offensive playmaking.
But
I got to be honest, I do believe that he has gotten some crazy hype over the last year. Although he deserves it, I just think it's been a little bit extra. And I'll be honest with you, a guy like Ant is just my flavor of a guy.
Why?
Honestly, that's all I'm saying, man.
Why is he your flavor exactly?
My flavor of a guy? That's not crazy.
The mentality. Mars is grown, man. The mentality. I'm wearing a
love is love.
The mentality, the mentality, the playing ability. Like, I like guys like Ant. I like guys like I like how Giannis played when he won a championship. I just believe that.
What's the mentality?
Here's the mentality is the kill mentality. I don't think there's too much killers in the NBA like Ant. I think
you don't think a 3-time MVP and a Finals MVP is a killer?
Joker is a psychopath. What are we doing?
No.
If you're not loud about it,
about Jokic though. He went from being not loved enough to all of a sudden he's a god. Like in 1 year he went from y'all saying he was underrated to being a god.
That's usually what happens when you win the league MVP in back-to-back seasons and then win the NBA championship. And win the Finals MVP
that year too,
in record fashion.
That was Joel Embiid's MVP. Let's be
honest. So the Jokic love is making you uncomfortable.
It's making me so uncomfortable.
It can't be hype and deserved at the same time.
Yeah, but how does Anthony Edwards not qualify for that though, Oxton? Anthony Edwards hasn't won anything, but he's being called the face of the NBA. What's the difference? I'm saying what's the difference?
Whoa. Is it an overall consensus that he's the face of the NBA? Honestly, Swiper, is it an overall consensus, or is it people just saying it a little bit because he's playing
a little bit?
No, LeBron's the face of the NBA.
Because going into the playoffs, SGA was better than him, and it was
I agree, Mars. I think
42 years old.
Yeah, LeBron's the face until he leaves, but the media is definitely pushing Anthony Edwards to be.
That's all I'm asking. Like, if media is pushing Joker, you don't like that, even though he has the hardware. Ant has none of it, but they're still pushing him. So I guess for me, and then like he's the social media king right now because Ja Morant's out. So like I'm trying to think what's the difference. Like it sounds like you just have a preference in play style.
Well,
It's his flavor of guy. You already said that.
Yes, I would much rather like Ant than like Jokic. That's what
I think
even if that's
chill. I think coming to an understanding as you get older, what your flavor of guy is important. So
period.
Like I support you,
which
no
is
matter
fine.
What.
But
when I go to the store swiper, I order an Anthony Edwards. I don't order a Jokic. I don't even want a Jokic.
Here's what
They make a Jokic.
Okay, see, but that's the problem though.
Last I checked, you can't buy people like Anthony Edwards anymore. I thought that was abolished, but I mean, I guess.
Mars. No, that's
does that come with like sugar on the rim?
No, it's against the rules. But okay, sure. Anthony Edwards is the flavor. Okay, that's what I'm ordering. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean Joke is whack though, and that's what you're making it sound.
I didn't say it was whack. I just said
making it sound like he's overrated. Like, I think I'm good on that. No,
I said it was amazing, but I do feel like the run that he had last year, although it was an amazing run, it was a little overhyped. That's all. It was a little overhyped.
If they come back and win this series, they win another championship, you feel like the over
is going to reach an
all-time overhype?
I bet you they won't do that.
What's the bet? I mean, I don't know what the bet is.
Hey, listen, a certain guy owes me $250, so I would love to get it back from you.
Who owes you $250
on the series?
Who owes you $250?
Hey, he knows.
We won't bring his name up because he's bad. He's out of here. So we can go
Mars. You say he owes you money too?
No, he don't. I don't make bets, but
Mars don't make bets. Mars did make a bet, but he reneged on the bet against me. But that's okay.
Like 2 minutes after it was made, and you started trying to manipulate the amount of money we would get because it was a 3-person bet.
I bet you lowered.
Someone can find the clip. The moment the bet was made, I said I'm not doing it. The moment the bet was made, I said I'm not doing it. So you can find the clip.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on. But swiping early.
Are y'all on the series on that ticket? $250 on the series. That's it. Simple as that.
You taking that? Swiper?
I'm not gonna lie to you. This person, who I think is a great person, Earl or Early, has come on the show referencing apparently a Twitter video about me, and then subsequently explained that Joker he feels like it's an extremely overhyped player in person, and then his logic for Joker's defense is the same as the logic that should apply to Anthony Davis and did not carry over whatsoever. I just don't know if you'd actually be good for it beyond monopoly money. So I probably will rescind that, but I do respect you as a person. I respect you.
I hear you, Swiper. I get you, Swiper. You did a lot just to say no, but I get you, Swiper.
Yeah,
Ticket has it. Good ticket walks around with Balenciaga bags. So I want one of those bags, but he won't bet me one of those bags because he feels like I'm bad luck.
Swiper, well, I have condos, but hey, listen, man, several
condos. You say condo?
Hey, Ron, focus, host. 5 of them. Go.
East Coast and West Coast.
Can we go, host?
Swiper, you got
please.
Where out on the West Coast? You got
Glendale, California, actually.
Oh, okay. You think maybe if I end up in Glendale, we'll talk off the show. We'll talk.
Man, hit me, man. I Airbnb him out sometimes too. Hey, Ron, just hit me, man. We'll talk. We'll get a nice little price.
Bet. It's Monday, so you know what that means. After the panel, we got PC football on Playback at 5:15 Eastern time. Y'all be sure to pull up. You can catch guys like Bama. You can catch guys like J-Rob. You can catch guys like Riddell, and you can catch guys like my man Early on PC football. Y'all pull up, have a good time. Go show them some love over on Playback. Also, too, on Playback today, it's a certain Knicks and Pacers series that starts today and it's game 1. Come watch that with me, and then right afterwards, you get to check out the next game with Chilltown, which is game 2 of the Wolves versus the Nuggets. Pull up on Playback, playback.tv, download the app, and then also join the Player's Choice room. Also, Player's Choice merch. Scan this QR code right here. Go check out the good old merch that we have. Go copy you some, copy kids some, copy mama some, your girl some, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right, fellas. Let's go ahead and talk about this game 7.
I'll see y'all soon.
Merry Christmas.
Let's talk about this game 7 of the Cavs and the Magic series. The Cavs put it out 106-94. Donovan Mitchell exploded. Not just last game, but obviously game 6, he had an explosive game. He followed that up with another one. Paulo Banchero balled out too. Donovan Mitchell had 39 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Paulo, on the other hand, had 38 points, 16 rebounds, a few steals. Fellas, talk to me about this. Mars, I'm going to start with you.
I'll go apologize. I watched the game. I'm sorry, man. I watched the game. So my bad. Yeah. Any Magic fans? I'm sorry, man. I lost us this one. That's on me. I saw the first half. I was like, okay, we got it. Even with me watching.
Bad luck, Mars.
We ain't got it, man. I said after the first half, I was like, we shooting this 3 kind of unsustainably. I don't know if it's gonna hold up. We were making too many threes. And then the second half rolled around. It was just it was tough, man. But yeah, we lost. It's cool. Shout out to Paolo. I came to a conclusion like really early on in the playoffs about players who I've been wrong about, mainly like about Zion. Strength when it comes to players, just being strong is something that I've undersold as an attribute that translates to playoff basketball. I think is a real reason why Anthony Edwards is so good. I think is a reason why Paolo has looked as good as he did in the first round. I think it's a reason why Zion is better than I thought. The ability to just be able to play through physicality and not get bumped off your spot and not get pushed around is something that in playoff basketball is really hard to quantify and really hard to explain. Like not explain, but really hard to like talk about how valuable it is. So I want to give credit to Paolo for being, I want to say 21. I want to be wrong. I want to say 21 and playing as well as he did in his first playoffs. Now I know he wasn't like crazy efficient or he turned the ball over a lot, but for a first playoff run, I mean, you got to give him all the credit in the world. You can
why
go
can't
ahead
you
and
just
talk.
be Paulo? Why
you can go ahead and talk. You can push your Mello agenda.
Just do that. Yeah,
I'm done. You can finish. Baby Mello, carry on.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why can't he just be Paulo?
Talk to us, Chill. What did you see in this series or in this game 7?
In game 7, I saw somebody who was just young. That's what I saw. I saw somebody who was young, who the stage, as good as he played at the end, as good as he played in the beginning, he showed how young he was. He just was out there and he had it going early. But even when he had it going early, I mean, he actually called a timeout in the first quarter because he was so hyped. Donovan Mitchell, on the other hand, showed how vets do it. I know late in this game, I'm probably going to have to throw this on my back and get it done. And if I get going early like this and I'm playing at 100, if I'm standing on the gas, I'm probably not going to have anything left at the end, which is what happened to Paulo, which is what happened to Franz. Franz and those guys, Franz tried to get going in. He just couldn't get anything going early. And Paulo, he got going early, and I feel like he emptied it. So come second half, the stuff that he was doing, it was almost like it was irrelevant because it really didn't affect the game as much. I feel like I'm on record saying this, Evan Mobley is going to be what I think he's going to be. It's just not happening as fast as I want it to happen. That's all it is. He's really a defensive guy, very much like I feel about Anthony Davis. I feel like he's a defensive guy who can score, and I feel like his offense is going to get better, but his hands around the basket, and I feel like that's in his head because he can actually finish around the basket. But when Darius Garland is dropping the ball off to him, he's fumbling the basketball because I feel like his brain is moving too fast. I don't think the game's slowed down for him yet. So I feel like once that happens, he's going to be better. Defensively, I still feel like he's elite. I still feel like he's going to be at the top of the league in that aspect. The fact that Donovan Mitchell put his arm around him and made it clear, you can't leave me. Of all the guys out here, Evan Mobley, Max Strus, all of these guys, despite all of them, you have to stay with me. You can't leave me because we can't get this done without you. He needed that as a young player because he can be passive at times where I don't think that he knows what his role is. But then when he hears stuff like Donovan Mitchell telling him, yo, get on your job, you see how much better he is and how much better he was able to be. I don't think that Orlando is that far away. They got a bunch of kids and they got a bunch of guys on some rook deals. They're going to be around. I think this team is something to contend with. And I said to you yesterday, Ron, I see what you're looking at with this kid, Paulo. He's a franchise player. He is. I think he's a franchise player.
I do want to say, first off, I think that was the most entertaining series or the best series of basketball.
What?
Back and forth in the first round. Keep in mind, I like that type of play. A lot of y'all like offense and stuff like that. I like defense. I like hard-nosed basketball, and that was that. And they, remember it was 0-2. Remember, I specifically asked y'all. I said, y'all think it's crazy that the Magic can tie it up? And y'all was like,
the
no,
series
Ron,
was
this
over
is
in 5.
This
Ron.
was
I thought
over.
it was
This is
over in
over.
5. I did.
I was like, all
yeah,
right.
but then I stopped watching the games. So
Oh yeah, that's
damn, Rock, damn, Mars, damn it.
And you did watch Game 7.
The Magic.
Yeah, I watched Game 7 and we lost. So it's on me. Orlando fans can be mad at me.
See, Mars, and we was gonna do PC weekend in Orlando. Now we can't because you done messed it up. We go to Orlando, it's gonna be people chasing you around the city and all of that. We can't even do that now.
Oh well, my bad. I apologize. Whoops.
Chill, do you think that once Donovan Mitchell kind of started to step up and be the superstar that he was in Utah, that it kind of made Darius Garland kind of hide away?
No, in fact, he actually got involved in the game more. If you look at like Donovan Mitchell, like when he hit that 3 in the corner, that's where Mitchell was telling him, yo, you can't leave me. You got to stay with me. And he did that. Like he could have basically hid and just went away. He actually went and got downhill, went to the basket. He actually was getting his hands and deflecting passes and things like that. So he did get involved in the game. I don't think about guys who just score the basketball, how much they affect the game. And I feel like Darius Garland did affect the game late, not just late in that game, but in the second half, due to Donovan Mitchell getting on them.
With no Porzingis, do you think Evan Mobley checks Tatum in the next series?
I think he is gonna deal with Jason Tatum. I do think that. And I think that if Jared Allen comes back, I think that they're gonna I feel like they're gonna give Boston some trouble, but I think offensively they don't have enough. I don't.
They got Donovan Mitchell. You like?
I do like Donovan Mitchell, but I don't think he's gonna outplay Jason Tatum. I don't.
Talk to me about what you've seen in this Game 7. How you just feel about this series in totality.
I think it was a hell of a series. I think Orlando showed something by taking it to 7. I think Cleveland was supposed to finish them off in 6, maybe 5. I think Cleveland's the better team. They got the more, they got the vet that's been through this before, Donovan Mitchell, who knows how to win playoff series and knows how to win playoff games. Mm-hmm. Somebody that's poised and you can ride him in the fourth quarter. You could ride him throughout a series. We've seen Donovan Mitchell get off in the playoffs before. And that's without Jared Allen too, mind you. Jared Allen was hurt those last couple of games.
So do you wait real quick? Do you think it's more serious than you thought initially, Ox? Considering Jared Allen didn't come back?
100%. I didn't know it was like that. I thought it was just like a, like a bruise or something. I didn't know it was like this. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was talking what I was talking about. I thought it was just like a, I thought he was hurt rib. Sure. I didn't know it was like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, because that's what I was saying. I was like, I've hurt my ribs. I never broke one before, but I know like when you breathe and it hurts and stuff. So I'm thinking, he'll be all right. It's not no big deal. But this is clearly serious. So, but I hope he's okay because I want this next series to be a good one. So with Jared Allen there, I think it's going to be a good series. With Orlando though, they just showed something. Earlier in the series, I was saying, Paolo and Franz, they got to take it amongst themselves to just go. We can't be relying on that team ball thing with Orlando as far as, I don't think highly of the guards that they have over there, except for maybe Jalen Suggs. I think Orlando is in one of the better positions of teams going into this offseason. They still have cap space. They have picks. You know what I'm saying? They got everything. They got a young core. I'm scared. I think the league should be scared of what Orlando can do because I don't think they should try to develop Cole and Markelle and have everybody, grow together. I think they need to be thinking we can win right now. I think with Paolo as somebody that's going to be a main scorer, a first option. Franz, I know Franz played terrible Game 7, but I was still happy with his series as a whole. I think they got the young core that's ready to start trying to win. They think they need to make some trades this offseason. I think they need to. Y'all know I'm high on the Isaiah Hartenstein and Jonas Valanciunas sweepstakes this summer. Y'all know I'm very high on that. I think they need to tap into that. Try to go get Isaiah Hartenstein. Offer Malik Monk some money, Orlando. Get Malik out of Sacramento, Orlando.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all need to do. Get Malik out of Sacramento. Let him come do your bench scoring for you.
I thought you love mini max sauce.
I love basketball early. That's what I love. I want to see this young team be all they can be. I did a video last year and I did like my top 5 young cores in Orlando. I believe I put them number 2. I'm very excited about what Paolo and Franz can do in the future. I think they need to trade that young core. Go get a point guard that's still young, ready to win. Offer Malik some money. Offer Isaiah Hartenstein some money. You know what I mean? And go try to win a championship.
So we blowing it up then. If we're trading these guys,
no, it's not blowing it up because you're keeping Franz and Paolo. You keep Franz, you keep Paolo, you keep Jonathan Isaac. If you have to trade Jalen Suggs, do it.
Keep Mo. You don't keep Mo?
You keep Mo, yeah, but I'm
as long as you got Paolo, winning with kids, man. We're not winning with kids.
I'm not talking about kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get these kids up out of here. When I say
Paolo's 21 years old, yo. We're not winning with a 21-year-old.
Why not? Why not?
Not if we don't have other guys like that around him.
Yeah,
Minnesota is not winning with Anthony Edwards at 22 without Cat.
Well, chill though. But check this out though, chill. So look. Minnesota has 2 young stars because I personally think Jaden McDaniels is a star in the making, and Ed's already there. So they have 2 young, good players, right? Well, one good, one great. Same thing with Orlando. So
Minnesota's core is kids,
hold up though. No, I get what you're saying. So why not bring in a vet point guard? I don't think Jonathan Isaac isn't a kid anymore. He's played enough and he's been in the league long enough. So he's about to be a vet.
That was vet point. I said vet point guard. Y'all said
hold up though, right quick.
I've been saying this for over years. Documented.
Bring in a vet point guard. Bring in a vet big, and maybe bring in one more vet. Now you got something similar to what Minnesota got brewing over there. Is that not something you want to do?
Y'all say Anthony Black.
What are we talking about with Anthony Black? We're talking about Anthony Black as the future early. Now, we ain't talking about Anthony Black right now. We're talking about Anthony Black as the future. But to your point, Ron, when you have kids at your core, Oklahoma City had kids at their core with KD and Russell Westbrook and James Harden and Ibaka. Those was kids. We're not winning with kids at our core. The Lakers, when they had Kobe Bryant at 22 years old, he had a bunch of vets around him. Anthony Edwards at 22 years old as a kid, he had a bunch of vets around him, though. He's not just him. This Orlando Magic team with these kids, with Franz and Paolo, we can't do it with kids outside of these vets, big-time vets, not just good players. Because these guys like Paolo is not carrying us at 22 years old to the NBA championship. Not without another big-time vet. Franz is not carrying us. Paolo is not carrying us. They've already shown that. They're not there yet. We need other players. And when I say other players, I'm talking about big-time vets. And Hartenstein's not that guy, not as a backup. No, we need A players, not B players or C players. We need other A players.
I think Paolo is an A player.
I think he will be an A player. I don't think he's an A player.
He's 20. How old? He's 21.
21 years old, kid.
Yeah. So on top of that, I'm saying make these moves and start trying to win. That doesn't mean they win next season. When he's 23. That means they might have to wait till he's 24. You know what I'm saying? And get in. So that might mean getting the draft pick, sign him. I'm just gonna go say sign Malik. You know what I mean? Trade for a guard. I don't know the point guard. I'm not sure who's out there. I'm not sure. Somebody said Trae Young. I don't think I like that. But there's other point guards out there. They need to go get a point guard that's ready to go. Darius Garland, for instance. I've said Darius Garland before.
I love Darius Garland.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that in 2 seasons. In 2 seasons, I think that team with Paolo Banchero is going to be ready to go. I think then they can compete for a championship. Hell yeah, I think they can compete for a championship.
I like DeJounte Murray over there more than Trae Young.
DeJounte, that's who it was. That's who it was. We talked about that before.
You muted early. You muted early.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
He makes their defense even better.
I like DeJounte or TJ McConnell, as I keep saying. I love TJ.
I don't think TJ's going to get it done, but DeJounte Murray, I know for a fact that we said his name on this show before months ago when we were talking about this thing right here. DeJounte over there in Orlando, get a guy like Malik Monk off the bench, and you shore up that post play. It doesn't have to be Isaiah Hartenstein. It doesn't have to be Jonas Valanciunas, but another big. Give them 2 seasons. I think they're ready to go. I think Paolo is that good, and I know what y'all seen yesterday from Franz Wagner, but he's a hell of a player. I think they're going to be ready to go.
Ox, quick question for you. When you talk about DeJounte Murray, what is DeJounte Murray? What is his role? Is he the lead guard on this Orlando team?
Got to be the lead guard. Got to be the lead guard.
Bob, you like Nikola to play for the Orlando? Go back to Orlando?
Oh, Vucevic? I think it might be. He might be a little past. I think we can go a couple years younger. I like Vuk though. Don't get me wrong.
How old is Jonas? 32?
31.
31. Okay, Jonas younger than I thought.
31.
He act older.
He's only 31.
I thought he was older too.
He was drafted in 2011.
I thought he was like 35. I thought Jonas was old.
Yo, early. You want to talk to us about what you've seen in Game 7 and overall in the series?
I believe that Donovan Mitchell, I thought he was hurt or something. I didn't know what was going on. Me and Chill talked about it. It seemed like Donovan Mitchell was out, but it seemed like something gave him a spark and made him become the Donovan Mitchell of old. That team leads to Donovan Mitchell, even though I think it's ironic that Chill says he told Darius Garland, stay with me when he's definitely leaving in the summer. But I do believe that Donovan's ability to create his own shot is top 5 in the league. Man. Donovan can get to his spots whenever he wants to. I compared them, I know I'm a compare guy. I don't care. I compared him to D-Wade years ago, just similarities in the game. Not the exact same player, but just D-Wade's ability to create his own shot. I think Donovan has that, but he's a better shooter than D-Wade. I think Donovan's ability to find mismatches, and they thought, as good as Jonathan Isaac is, they thought that he could get on him. But one thing I'm seeing the similarities with these taller, bigger guys is that it's hard for them to get around screens. Same way with, I love Jaden McDaniels, but if you watch the Denver and Minnesota series, Jaden McDaniels sucks on screens. He absolutely sucks on screens. Walker and Ant do a better job. I felt the same way with Suggs. They were putting Isaac on him, and Suggs, you can see it was time when Suggs was saying, like, dog, let me check him. Jonathan, as good as he is,
he said that to the coach. He said that to the coach.
Like, yo, I know he got length, but bro, he can't cover him.
Let me deal with it.
Can't get around these screens. And Ant, one of them guys that have Mitchell, one of them guys that once he get going, he letting that thing fly. Once he get a groove, then he gonna set you up. He gonna pump fake you, go to the hole. He can get the and one. He can make his free throws. He got.
And by the way, that knee injury is clearly bothering him because when the last time you seen Donovan Mitchell throw it over the top of somebody? Like, that's not there. Donovan Mitchell plays above the rim. That's his game. And quick side note, Mars, I think Valanciunas turns 32 today. Like, today is his birthday. I think he turns. Yeah, I think he turns.
W Taurus. I'm a Taurus myself. That's beautiful.
I think
I just think with Mitchell, I think that his, like I said, his ability to get to the. You got to be able to trap Mitchell because I think he's not the greatest playmaker. But I think with Donovan Mitchell is that he was able to get a groove going, and Game 6 showed that. I mean, Game 5 showed that, and even going into Game 6, like I think it was just Donovan Mitchell just being great, and I do believe that. Listen, without KP was the guy. I don't know, man. If you ain't got KP, man, you're the same team as last year, and I ain't like the Celtics last year. So I think what Donovan Mitchell did was the factor in that. I think he stepped it up in the second half. They went down 10. I'm a fan of D Mitchell. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of him, but I think he really led the way, and they got behind him.
I 100% agree with you with that earlier. I think without KP, might as well be the same team as last year. I do think Drew's a little better than Marcus, but other than that, without KP, what's the difference? KP, when I was speaking on the Celtics earlier, I believe KP was the difference maker for me. So without him, this team isn't that special to me.
Yeah, he was the mismatch nightmare. 7-3, gonna shoot the mid range, gonna rebound, gonna block. He's the mismatch nightmare. Without him, dog, y'all the same team. And like you said, if Allen come back, they know how to play bully ball. They did it against the Knicks last year. The Cavs know how to play bully ball, and they got a finisher.
No, they know how to get bullied early.
I don't know if they bullying.
I'm sorry, you're right.
I
don't
know if they bullying nobody.
Regardless, the Celtics aren't really bullying nobody either.
No, that's not their game.
The Celtics aren't necessarily going to bully them, and then keep in mind too. Also, like 2 7-footers makes a difference.
Absolutely,
a huge difference.
Yeah,
huge difference. So it's like I don't know how to really call it in this series, but I do know Jared Allen makes a humongous difference, especially with no Porzingis.
If he plays.
But if Tatum
if he plays,
if
as of right now, the
3-point shoot contest, it's gonna be. Listen, if they put Mobley on Tatum, he got to make a decision in his mind. I'm going to the rack against this guy. He ain't fast enough to cover me going to the rack. If he does that step back, side 3-pointer the whole time, they might they'll win that series, but they go to Game 7. He got to have a mentality that they're going to put this tall goofy on me. That's how he got to feel. I'm taking him to the cup. But if he gets to shooting them threes, dog, it's going to be a hard series.
I don't think you're giving Evan Mobley nearly enough credit as a perimeter defender.
I know he can defend, but Evan Mobley got
at an elite level.
As Charles said, he ain't got enough cakes. There's
no way Evan Mobley should be able to guard Jason Tatum.
He shouldn't be able to.
There's no way Evan Mobley. And I like Evan Mobley, but I'm looking at Jason Tatum completely different after this series. If Evan Mobley disrupts him, disturbs him, slows him down, stops him, any of those words, terms that we use, if he disturbs him at all, I'm looking at Jason Tatum different. He should kill Evan Mobley.
No.
Is it not gonna be a
Mobley.
Okoro? Is it not just gonna be a Okoro?
It is gonna be Isaac Okoro.
That's fine. I'm not sure who it's gonna be, Mars. I'm not sure who it's gonna be, Mars. All I'm saying, Mars, is it cannot be Evan Mobley.
To say that he should just destroy Evan Mobley. No, absolutely
Evan Mobley should be in foul trouble every game. If they're gonna put Evan Mobley on Tatum, he should be in foul trouble every game. If he's who you say he is,
and that's with all due respect to Evan Mobley.
And I do think that he's that good. But I think that you guys are discounting how good Evan Mobley is as a defender.
He's a pup.
Even if he's a pup. He's not ready. We're not saying Evan Mobley 5 years from now. Even right now. Evan Mobley couldn't hold Pablo a lot of times in the post when it came to bullying him around. I don't think he can hold Tatum. I've seen Tatum bully bigger guys. He's a strong wing.
Mobley's not strong enough or fast enough
at all.
He's not heavy enough. Evan Mobley should get killed by Jason Tatum, and that's with all due respect to Evan Mobley.
No, it's not, yo.
And if Al Horford is hitting that three,
it's not.
You can't keep Jared Allen in the paint, so he should kill Evan Mobley. Like I said,
he should murder Evan Mobley for a series, a whole entire series.
All right, y'all. I got to transition over to these super chats, and then we're gonna talk about tonight's games and give some predictions on those too. Yep. Some guy named One Buddy has been a member for 9 months, and he said, "You can get some paper, you can spend some paper, but it's obvious you can't take a loss, broke boy."
Pay what you owe, yo. Pay what you owe. Pay what you owe.
Okay, it happens, man.
If no one's gonna force you to pay it, do you really owe it?
Yeah, Mars, that is so. You're better than that, Mars. You are so much better than that.
Mars basically said, if you not gonna press Tay Luke, don't speak on Tay Luke. Leave him alone.
I'm not gonna talk crazy on this channel. This is a family channel. I would not talk crazy. Tay Luke, if he don't pay, he just don't pay. I'm not gonna do nothing to Tay Luke.
So then, does he really owe anything?
You can't press somebody from the comment section in the chat. Y'all out here making bets in the live chat. It's crazy.
You're right. That's on me. I gotta make bets with you guys. Well, I know y'all gotta come to work every day. Remember back in the day, Chill?
You try to. They don't respect your credit early.
That's
crazy.
I mean, you still can make a bet with people.
If Swiper want to put the money, hey, Ron, we can cash out you right now, and you can hold it. And when the bet is over, you can send that bread out. Let me know.
Thank you, Morris. Thank you, Morris.
Even up here, we on a camera. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna fly to England? Like, no. Well, you gonna spend more money trying to get the money out.
He flew to New York about his money.
Yeah, but I'm saying you gonna spend more money just trying to get here to get the money off of me. You gonna end up
lives in the DR, and he flew to New York and was running around trying to find Shiloh.
That's fine.
No, he didn't, Ron.
That's fine.
He FaceTimed me while he was there.
$500, Ron. The flight costs more than that, Ron. That'd be crazy.
You gonna lose money trying to get the money out of me. Like, at what point is it not worth it no more? So do I really owe you?
Ticket was running from borough to borough.
What happened, Chill? Hey, what happened to our morals, Chill? Remember you as a man, you had your word.
Exactly. That's where I was going with this, Mars.
You talking about morals and y'all out here sports betting?
Since when is gambling moral?
Y'all gambling, talking about morals?
Is gambling not considered immoral by like most standards?
Wait a minute. Why is gambling immoral?
Don't ask me. Ask the Lord you guys answer to.
Why is gambling immoral?
I'm pretty sure
we answered. Okay, this is going.
I'm pretty sure most religions consider gambling immoral. I'm pretty sure. If you aren't religious and you have your own moral compass.
Facts, drunkly. That's a fact. He flew to New York and was scared to come to Seattle. Ron, come on, man.
That's fine. You believe what you want. Well, if you answer to a religion, you're not going to talk to. If you answer to a religion, you're not going to talk to me about morals of gambling. Like, I'm sorry, that's hypocritical.
Break, man.
You not about to do that.
If I'm 22 years old, I got $20 to say I run faster than you. That is not immoral.
You can't. Like, I'm sorry. You can't be religious and then talk about the morals of gambling. Like,
gambling,
I'm sorry,
gambling is gambling.
What the hell we doing?
Wagering is wagering.
That don't make sense.
I'm good.
Oh yeah, I'm religious. I just have sex before marriage. Like, come on, you can't talk to me about morals.
All right, let's play
you
ball.
Can't do that.
Okay,
don't talk to me about morals if you're not gonna follow the morals of the book that you believe.
See what you did, buddy? Damn it! Look,
okay,
we get it.
We're not hearing none of that.
That boy good.
Who, boss?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It can be moral. You just pick and choose. We pick and choose which morals apply.
I don't know.
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. I agree. Thou shalt not gamble. Oh no, we stop right there.
I
am not immoral.
Mars will grow up and be great.
I know for a fact that there is a higher power, but I am not immoral if I think that I run faster than you. I'm down to put $20 on it.
That's fine.
I am not immoral.
All I'm saying, if it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply. All I'm saying, if you are religious, don't talk to me about morals and then talk about how you gamble. Don't do that to me. If you aren't religious, it doesn't apply to you. If you believe in a higher power but you don't follow a religion, that's fine. But don't tell me about
not being religious makes so much sense.
To be religious.
Oh, it makes so much sense.
That's just hypocritical. You can't. And everyone's getting offended. It's fine. It's cool. You guys can say you're religious, but don't follow the rules of the book that you guys want to claim to believe in. It's fine.
Well,
this part I agree with. When God says this, oh yeah, that's valid. I'm gonna do that.
You're right.
God says don't do this. Oh nah, that's too far. We not gonna agree with that.
Put gasoline on the fire.
It's cool. It's cool.
With that being said,
that's a human thing that we do when we love our vices so much, and then we decide like, you know what, but this is okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then don't act like you're right. Just admit that you're a flawed person.
You know what it is.
Like Ron at Pandora's. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, like, but don't then come talk to me about morals when
you know what it is, Mars. In all honesty, if I believe in a guy, like everybody know I believe in Anthony Edwards. I love Anthony Edwards. If I believe in a guy, one of the better ways to prove it is that I believe in him so much, I'm willing to put money behind them. You know, when you're in a situation, people put money behind you. They truly believe in you. We watch it with guys with women like Beyonce or movie stars like Michael B. Jordan. When I think you're good, I'll put money behind you because I think you're that good. That's what it comes down to. I just think you can justify it. You can justify it anyway. You can justify it any way you want. That's fine. I believe in you so much. I'm willing to put money behind
people gambling.
You gonna make it.
People can gamble to their heart's content. I don't care.
I'm not gambling. I'm investing. He was investing.
Call it what you want. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. People can do what they want with their own time.
On my stocks.
But then don't come talk to me about morals. Like that's where, like, okay, slow down.
Early talk about chill. What happened to morals? You gambling?
Yeah, like, don't talk about morals.
Be that as it may.
It's not about the morals. It's your word. I gave you my word. We got a deal. I gave you my word as a man. Early. I don't care how flawed I am as a human. If you and I have a deal, and I give you my word, if this happens, this is what it is. That's the end of it.
Look, Chill, I've grown to absolutely.
I gave you my word.
I absolutely love Mars. Like, no funny, Mars, you are amazing. But you know, this young brother, Logic, and Bob know better too. Bob in his 30s, he know better. But this young Logic, you know how they do. They different. I just turned 30. I guess it's different because I just grew up a different way. That's all. Bob pays his bets too. So nice try, Bob.
Napping. Well, it was a lot that went into Bob having to pay his bets. We had to waste some time and whatnot, and you know, it was a lot of loops that had to get jumped through. But everybody got paid off, and so I'm happy that everybody got what they got. And can't really speak on this whole Tay Luke situation because he's sending through amazing super chats and some people that's unpaid. But hey, Tay Luke, if you send one up here, I'm gonna read it. Speaking of which, Nap and Trey said, "Shout out to my Cavs. I thought we were cooked. Respect Mobley, Mitchell and timely shots. P.S. Sorry, Mars."
What?
Damn, I think they could really.
No, it's all on me. It's all on me.
I think Donovan should stay with them, man. I really do. I think he can grow with them, man. I think Donovan's still young. Donovan's like 27, 28. How old is Donovan? Chill.
27.
I think if he just stays another year or two, man, he wins with them. Yeah, I'm saying I think Donovan. I know he's gonna leave, but I think that team they're gonna win eventually, dog. And I think it's gonna be later. I don't know, but he's getting up out of there. He's getting out of there. I don't know where he's gonna go, but he's getting out of there.
I mean, they're still in the playoffs, though. Let's wait and see. If they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, you know what I mean? He might stick around.
You're right. He might.
It's Hack Ira said Nugs are not athletic enough, and the bench is weak. Never seen Jokic sped up so much. Jamal will remain in Rikers unless every possession is a screen.
I've seen Jokic get sped up. A regular season game against the Sixers comes to mind. So I think it's happened before. I just don't think the same thing slows him down back-to-back games. Jamal Murray's a different story. But Jokic, I think Jokic will be all right.
Did we excuse Jamal inefficiency, Mars, because he was hitting game-winning shots?
Who's we?
I mean, you know, the general consensus. You know,
the people who are like, oh, he played better than Jokic around one. Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
You can play how you can do what, like, you can do whatever you want. If you make the final shot, you cool. Like France, how he played last night. Or was it Saturday? However he played.
Last night, yesterday afternoon.
Yeah,
He was
last night. France, how he played last night.
Oh my goodness.
If he would have hit a game winner, it's fine.
I think it was 1 for 15, Mars.
Something like that. It was
1 for 15.
Oh,
I stopped watching when he was like 1 for 12. So
I just know we give Iverson a hard time. We gave Russ a hard time. But for some reason, Jamal Murray can go 8 for 23. And we like, well, he hit the game winner. He was cooking. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like as long as you win, and if you're clutch down the stretch, the efficiency don't matter. It's just gonna be a bunch of people like, hey man.
Not to mention that
efficiency doesn't matter. As long as you get it done, efficiency doesn't matter.
But hold on, no. I do have to give players their credit. Like Donovan Mitchell last night because he played pretty good through and through, but he started carrying in the second half. It says a lot about a player when you can be having a bad game, but
get going.
When the money's on the line,
get going.
Hey, when it's time to go and everything's at stake, you start hooping. You got to give somebody that credit.
Now remember,
is that type of player.
You give someone credit for turning a bad game around, but that doesn't mean they played better than someone who had a good game the whole time.
But Donovan Mitchell being the best player on the team and giving you 40 is way different. Like we don't like. How do we like? That ain't even the same thing. It's not even close. Because we all know what Donovan Mitchell looks like if he had Jokic. Like, it wouldn't even be fair. So I just feel like because you have a player who's the best player in the league, as we say, he's able to keep y'all close when y'all go down, even though it's not from your help. So now you have enough energy in the fourth quarter to get off. I think that was happening. Right. Jokic was carrying them, and then Donovan kind of saved the day at the end. But I guess you should be able to when my back is heavy and yours is light.
I don't know if Joker was carrying them more than it was a collection of guys. Like KCP was hitting shots, but back
who's the offense run through, Kill?
I mean, just because it runs through you doesn't
mean you're carrying. If that's the case, Jokic carries every game.
Right, and that's not true.
Does he not?
No, he doesn't.
I think the term carrying.
I mean, like,
come on, y'all.
That's not crazy. Yo, what do you guys just got on? Who was that? It was earlier. Y'all just got on early talking about the league MVP, back-to-back MVP.
Crazy,
he won him for Finals MVP. He does this. It's not crazy to say that
you being that good doesn't mean that you being that good doesn't mean you're carrying. I think we use the word carrying a lot. Like, you spoke about Jokic is Trae Young on defense. That's what you said, bro. You said, I'm fine with being in that conversation. So if you believe that, but the Denver Nuggets defense is consistently good in the playoffs, how is Jokic carrying the team if the defense is good, but he's Trae Young?
Okay, offensively he carries.
But basketball is a two-way game. You got
it is. But offensively he carries. Defensively, and I meant to say this earlier. Defensively, KCP and Aaron Gordon carry.
So Jokic gets carried on defense, but carries on offense.
Which means he's not carrying.
That's
which
fair
means he's not carrying.
So then he's not carrying the team.
Well, y'all said he was a better player, so
I just think the term carrying gets overused, and I think it dismisses the contributions of other people. I think in a 5-person, when 5 people are on the court on your team, 4 others, and when there's 5 people going against you, I don't think consistently one person can just carry you. On a one-game basis, in a one-quarter basis, I think that's possible. But I don't think it's possible to because even we talk about offensively carrying, like let's think of someone who's not named LeBron, because I'm not trying to have a conversation about him. But let's say Jokic. He's carrying the offense because he's scoring, he's playmaking, he's doing everything.
Yeah, no one gets a shot without him.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And then, if MPJ doesn't make any shots, and KCP doesn't make any shots, and Aaron Gordon isn't getting lobs,
that's not Joker's fault. That's not
Jokic's fault. Exactly. But my point is, Jokic still needs his guys to do their job.
Yes, exactly.
A team sport, I don't think you're carrying. Like, if a guy's getting 12 assists a game, that means his teammates make 12 shots.
But if a guy can't create his shot, Mars, and I'm literally the reason why you're getting shots to make, I carry. That's how I feel.
But he still
MPJ
he still has to make the shot.
MPJ Houston shooter. He's not Ray Allen.
MPJ is making threes off the move, off the catch,
in transition.
Like, he has to make those shots.
Jokic
can give the ball right on the seams. MPJ got to hit that. Like, that's Jokic. All he can do is give the ball to MPJ, right place, right time, in rhythm. But MPJ still has to make the shot. Right. All he can do for Jamal Murray is set him a big body screen, get him to a spot where Jamal Murray is comfortable. Jamal Murray has to hit the shot. All he can do for KCP is run the dribble handoff and find him wide open in the corner. KCP has to hit the shot. In a team sport, there are things that are out of your control. It is completely out of Jokic's control if his teammates make shots. So I am saying, I think in a team sport, I think it's disingenuous to say this guy is carrying.
Right.
When these guys are doing things that are out of Jokic's control, it's out of LeBron's control, it's out of Steph's control, out of KD's control. We can't say a player's carrying
Right.
When they aren't scoring all the points and getting all the stops.
But have we seen a guy?
But the difference. Hold on, early.
An assist at this rate.
But we've also
he impacts the game so much.
I agree.
Which is fair what you said, Mars. But we also have guys like Donovan Mitchell yesterday, who for stretches of a game where I know for a fact I'm not going to get a lot of buckets out of the rest of these dudes. So in terms of our buckets, and we can be specific when we say carrying, we can be specific offensively. Not necessarily defensively. You're gonna make up for my woes defensively. Even though I am gonna cover defensively, I'm gonna guard. I'm gonna get in the pass lane. I'm gonna do all of that stuff. But offensively, I know that I'm not gonna get much out of Evan Mobley. I know I'm not gonna get much when we get into this stretch of the game out of Evan Mobley or out of Max Strus. So I know for a fact I am going to have to do it. I'm not gonna get as much out of Darius Garland. So because I'm gonna have to do it, I gotta conserve some of that energy. So once that time comes up, like it did yesterday, when we get to the third quarter, where Donovan Mitchell isn't really doing much, but okay, I'll throw the unit on my back as a scorer, and I will get us in the game. And defensively, I'm going to still do my job. I'm not going to just be out here. I'm going to still do my job. And then when we get late in the game, I'll close it. Those parts of the game are carrying. Now, am I carrying the whole team, the whole game? I think that that's unrealistic. But when we're talking about carrying for stretches, yes, I think that I definitely think that you can get with that.
But chill, this is how good Jokic is as a player. Without Jokic, the Denver Nuggets are the Utah Jazz. If you put Jokic on Detroit, they're a 50-plus team win. Like literally, if you give Jokic Darren and Kate Cunningham, and he's like, what? Why is he not? And then you give Masur Thompson on defense, and you give him
Asar Thompson would be as Aaron Gordon. Cade would be as Jamal Murray.
Let's talk, Mars.
You don't have the KCP. We're lacking the KCP.
You don't need KCP. You have Grimes. You have Asar Thomas.
Quentin Grimes. Oh, okay, buddy. We lack a KCP and an MPJ. But like, I get what you're saying. I think
he's that good.
The disconnect I think we're having is, for me, carrying in a team sport just doesn't exist. Now, I think there's players. He's in New York. I think there's players now who have more responsibility than others. Like, I wholeheartedly understand that. I think there's players who are bigger reasons why their team wins than others. Obviously, the best. Jokic is the biggest reason why the Nuggets win. Steph is the biggest reason why the Warriors win.
But we haven't seen since LeBron a guy that's so good.
I get it.
You can put him anywhere, and he automatically makes your team play.
But my issue with the term carrying is, it only seems to ever be applied to offense. Don't understand that, because on the other end of the
nuts, Mars. By the way, that
it's
makes me
like
nuts.
when people say like AI carried the 016ers. They were an elite defense that got through the playoffs.
Like they had a defensive player of the year on their team.
So I understand. I understand why people use the term carrying. But I think when we watch defense and we understand that in Jokic's case or James Harden's case when he was quote unquote carrying the Rockets in like 2017, these teams still have to do other things outside of James Harden. If James Harden was just out there by himself with no one, they wouldn't stop anyone and they wouldn't be able to win games. So they need to be able to play defense. They need to be able to knock down the shots that these carrying players are creating for them. They need to be able to set screens to get them open. Like, they're doing things that are helping this player be that effective. Now, they are the best player on the team by far. Jokic is by far the best player on the Nuggets. James Harden was by far the best player in the Rockets. AI was by far the best player in the Sixers. I understand. But to say carrying, I think it dismisses the contributions that are allowing these players to do.
If Jokic plays for Detroit or Utah or the Hornets, how many games do they win, Mars? If he plays the whole season, 75 games plus, how many games do they win? Utah, Detroit, and Hornets. How many games they win?
I don't know, because you got to remember the Michael Malone system isn't a system that every team in the league runs. Monty Williams going to run the same.
Malone with him. Take Michael Malone with him. We just take Jokic and Michael Malone. Let's move him somewhere else.
Then you put him on Detroit. I mean, they're more than 14 wins. I think that's how many they had this year. But like, I don't think that means playing teams like what
7, 8, 9, 10.
Playing team was 36 wins. I think yeah, probably they might win 36 games. But I don't think that means you're carrying. Because once again, Asar Thompson has to play defense. Cade Cunningham's gonna have to play defense. Jalen Duren probably wouldn't play next to Jokic, but Asar Thompson's gonna have to play defense.
Now, he'd be perfect next to Jokic.
I think they can play with each other.
Both of them on defense? Are you be serious?
Oh, I'm sorry. You think Jalen Duren can't play defense?
100%. I think you can't play defense.
What?
Fellas, we can't get into this right now. We actually gotta we actually gotta move on. We actually
talking
gotta
about
move
the
on.
Pistons, bro.
Right.
We actually gotta move on. Hey, James B, y'all got some run deep into not deep into the playoffs, but in May, y'all got some run. Like shout out to the Pistons, man. Shout out to James B. Still not.
Did we?
top
Wait,
five,
real quick,
Shout out to
Ron.
James.
Did
What's
we
up?
think Aaron Gordon could play defense before he went to Denver?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we think it was this good?
Orlando?
Probably not, but yes.
He played defense in Orlando. I didn't see it. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, he
I didn't watch
did.
Orlando
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay, you didn't watch Orlando game.
I ain't watched Orlando games.
He came out of Arizona as a defender, but well,
Donovan Samuels gifted 5 Players Choice memberships. Shout out to those 5 people that got those Players Choice memberships. Shout out to Donovan Samuels. We appreciate it. Like the video if you haven't. Yo, we only at 392 likes and it's 1,500 people in here and it's 10,000 people that have watched the episode. Can y'all do me and us up here a favor and everybody else in the chat and slap that like button for us? I got a super chat from Walker. He's been a member for 8 months. He said FanDuel is the hardest sport to play.
gambling.
Oh, man.
I'm sure Jalen Carter would stand with you on that one.
But y'all don't. I don't think y'all understand.
Jalen, you betting too many
the
people
effects
on this
of
Denver game,
gambling,
man.
but I'm not even talking about just betting across. Like
Having
having that access to all them gambling sites, but I be seeing people crashing out. I'm talking about a lot of if you work a regular 9-to-5 gig, I mean, you spending $60-$70 a day on these sites and you're not really hitting like that. I mean, that shit.
You know what's so funny?
Pocket watching, man.
You know what's so funny?
Y'all get the FanDuel and do what y'all gotta do.
They not even our sponsor, Ron. What you shouting them out for?
At the
Shout
end
out
of
Prize
each gambling
Picks,
commercial,
too.
there's always little bike
trying to
with,
secure
like,
one.
if you gamble too much, call $100 a gambling. Like they say it at the end of each one. Like,
yeah, and you know what they've got on cigarettes? It say if you pregnant, you shouldn't be smoking.
They're on alcohol. They say drink responsibly. Like
drink responsible.
They just have to say it. Yeah.
If you pregnant, you shouldn't be doing it. So
there's a couple people in the poorhouse because of gambling. Trust me.
They say it by law. It doesn't mean like
I know a few people.
Gambling is one of the most dangerous addictions because you don't realize how bad it's hurting you. Because
you're broke.
Like you're not.
It's the high.
You're not consuming nothing. So
so you don't.
You're not waking up looking all messed up. You know what I'm saying? People can't see the gambling addict on you. You could be a well put together person, looking great. You know, you brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? You smell good. You know what I mean? But you have a severe gambling addiction that can really be detrimental to your life, your family, your loved ones. People are spending their kids' college funds because they're like, wait, I'm gonna hit. Just watch. Then your kid turns 18 and can't go to school. You know what I'm saying? This gambling stuff is not a joke.
It got to a point with me.
When I say stuff like that, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all take it light. I'm saying, be careful out here, y'all.
It got to a point with me, Ox, where I couldn't enjoy a sports game if I wasn't gambling on it. Like I couldn't enjoy football.
Right, that's not healthy.
I couldn't enjoy it. Like if I wasn't gambling on it, I don't even want to see it. So I took a year off and fell in love with the game again. Like I even if I wasn't betting on this Denver series with Jalen, I just love to see. I cry watching him. I'm young with y'all. I love him. I don't know. Now I see how when I talk to 40-year-olds and they will not get off of MJ. Now I see what y'all feel like.
It's like how early's addicted to Ant. It's like how y'all addicted to gambling.
I cried watching the games.
Y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to be careful out here.
I cried.
Hey,
don't say
early. I can relate because I'll probably cry tonight when Hallie puts them boys out of their misery. So y'all pull up the Playback.tv tonight if you want to see me possibly shed a tear when Early crushes that shrimp, Jalen Brunson in the New York 6.
Yeah,
now,
Ron, they're gonna sweep them, Ron. You crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ron, now because you shouted out FanDuel. I don't know why they not a sponsor, but if they
Prize Picks.
But you
Shout
said
out
FanDuel
Prize
first.
Picks.
You said FanDuel first.
Prize Picks.
Anyway, look, Ron. Anyway, if either one of them come through, I can change my whole shit up. You know I can.
Most definitely.
You know I can. Hey,
I'll be doing them Jamie Foxx commercials.
Where's the morality in that?
MKG commercials.
Immoral like a mother.
Oh yeah, but I don't answer to these higher powers. I'll promote whatever you want.
This is what you need, brother. You need this.
L. Mars not being religious.
I don't answer to these high powers. So I'm not being a hypocrite. If you want to promote gambling, promote what you want. I'm here for it. I don't care.
Ron, this
All
is
right,
the
so
only
I
book.
do
This is
gotta
the only
move
book.
on.
This is the only book I'm tapped into
What
right
book
now.
that is?
Ron.
What that?
Uh,
Who that
you know,
is?
Asia
Asia
Wilson?
Wilson, Dear Black Girls. Y'all
What
make
that
sure y'all
boy?
go cop this, man. Read. It's a great read. Support Asia Wilson. She's a hell of an author as well.
She you
Hey,
know what else she is too?
That new
You know what else she
silver
is,
hair
too?
boy.
She's
Woo.
also absolutely great in basketball and fine. Never mind.
I got a couple new members I got to shout out. Jason Simmons became a member. Jersey
W.H.
Love
Wilson. She
has
is
been a
graceful.
member for 9 months. So shout out to them. And I got another members chat too from some random dude named Sean who's been around for 3 months and we don't know about him. But he had to say Ron is an L host. Stop playing with that boy Ant-Man.
And I think Asia's single. And come on, get on that. Best player in the basketball, WNBA, NBA. Boy, that'd be a hell of a baby. You'd be a hell of a baby.
Alan L sent through his daily super chat and he said L Ox, L Dub, and L Clippers. Fellas, I do need predictions for tonight. Oh,
yes.
Wait, go ahead, Chips.
Yes or no, Moss?
Yes.
Hey, just like I just told James B, but like I do Alan L. Like I'll pick him up by his wrist and start like I'll swing him into a punching bag, like a heavy bag. I'll just swing him by his wrist and just start beating the punching bag with him.
Ox Debo, Debo the Hood, PC.
Yo, I need predictions for tonight. We got game 2 of the Wolves and Nuggets, and then we got game 1 of the Knicks and Pacers. Right quick, because I got to get back to these super chats. I'm gonna go around the room. Give me predictions for both games. Ox, I'm gonna start with you.
I got the Knicks and I got the Wolves.
There you go, boy.
I got the Knicks convincingly, but like 15.
Yeah, me too.
I got the Knicks convincingly by like 15.
I think the Knicks. I think they handle Indiana, and I think Denver bounces back tonight.
Mars Blackman.
Um,
Come on, Mars, man. Come
on.
on.
Do-rag Mars. Come on, do-rag Mars.
Yeah, fine. We'll say the Pacers gonna win.
Yeah, Mars, man.
He's so nasty.
Why not? Yeah, Pacers on Wolves. Yeah,
Pacers on Wolves, man.
I would love to be Mars' parents. I'm going with the Knicks by a lot.
So you want to be Mars' daddy? What are you talking about?
I just said I would love to be this parent. What the hell was that about? Jesus Christ. I got the Wolves, of course. Ant-Man going for another 35 plus. And I got the Knicks. And I'll be honest with you, man. Don't be surprised if Jalen Brunson makes it to the Eastern Conference Finals and you see Iguodala on his arm. It's my prediction.
Jalen Brunson?
Yeah.
You know he's married, right?
No, he isn't. Is he for real?
Yes.
Well, they can be friends. They can be friends.
All right, so back to the super chats. Oh, y'all know who I got. I got Jokic ain't going out like this. I got Denver, and then I got the Pacers.
W chill on faithfulness.
I think they handled them boys tonight.
W chill on faithfulness. I don't see no ring on your finger, chill.
Because I'm not married. That's why.
Oh, well. It's about that time, Jermaine. You're 50.
Anyway.
Settle down.
Ron, as you were saying.
Dominique Selaire said, swimming is the most tiring sport. Whole body feel exhausted, but golf is the most difficult sports, skill-wise, I've ever played. It humbles you. LOL.
So, golf is a game.
Real quick,
golf is a game. First of all, it's not a sport. It's a game.
I'm actually really good friends with a couple celebrities. One being Lisa Ray Chill. Let me know. I know a couple of females that will love you, man. Just let me know, man.
Thanks,
hey, Lisa Ray, Nia Long, Regina King. I know a couple of Erykah Badu. I know a couple of people. Hey, Chill. Good looking guy, man.
Thanks.
I mean, look, early. If Chill ain't gonna do it, if I don't pass the age requisite,
I don't think you.
I think
they want a seasoned brother. They want a seasoned brother.
They want a seasoned brother.
They want a seasoned brother. I know you're 30-something, Ron, but you don't look 30-something. So I think Chill.
I'm 39. I'm gonna be 40 in June.
Ain't no way, Ron. For real?
Yes, I'm an old nigga.
Hey, man, that's beautiful, man. But Chill.
39.
Let me know, man.
You got to do what you got to do, Alex.
I'm gonna send you a picture out, man.
All right. It's them. Zay said Tatum over Kyrie is disgusting. Chill gotta stop the Kyrie hate and relax on Jason Tatum. He didn't have a good series against the hobbled 8 seed.
All in caps, man.
I think he was okay. Just
all in
top
caps.
15 performance was different. Rudy might not play tonight.
What's up with that?
I think his wife's having a kid.
I saw that super chat. I went to ask y'all, what are y'all doing in a situation like that? Game two of the second round of playoffs. You go to the hospital or you go to the game?
Well, the game is in Denver, so
right. So as I'm saying, you stand. Where do you go? Miss hospital or the arena?
Hospital.
You said hospital, Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go, Ron? Hospital or the arena?
Look.
Answer the question, Ron.
I'm answering it. I'm not taking my game shoes off.
Got you.
I'm gonna just put it that way. I'm wearing that jersey.
Hospital or arena,
I called up the assistant coach the day my daughter was born. Yo, we on our way to the hospital. The fellas asked, yo, where's Jermaine at? And it's like, where you think he at? He at the hospital. He's not just gonna not show up for practice. So
right. Early hospital or arena, where you going?
What happened?
If your girl's having the baby the night of the game, like Rudy Gobert is potentially going to miss the game because I think his wife's having a baby. Do you go to the hospital or the arena?
I find some way to get a hospital in the arena so I can check on it periodically. Instead of going to the bench, I go to the back. That's what I would do.
I see.
Kanye lived in the stadium for a couple weeks, so I mean they can set something up.
I actually did. I actually left to go when my son was born, so I did miss a couple games, but.
But what happens when he gets older? I'll lose that game, and he goes, "Pop, you should have stayed the game."
There's no way you missing the birth of your first child to go play a game. Like, I'm sorry, there's no way.
It was my second, but for real, like
Mars, where your morals at?
I'm thinking
morals,
for real.
All over the place.
Hold up, y'all. Go ahead, Ox. We gotta move on. Say your last.
If you in the country though. I'm first of all, I'm gonna tell her like, yo, the flight from there, quick flight. I'm gonna run to the game. I'm gonna tell her, man, keep your legs, hold your legs together. I'll be back as soon as possible.
Well, she's going to be in Denver right now. She's going to be in Denver.
But she's too close to labor to be flying, right?
She gonna drive to Denver then.
No, so she gonna go into labor in the Rocky Mountains, Ron. What's wrong with you?
I'm saying she would have already been in Denver. We working something out, but either way it goes, I'm not missing game 2 and we're up 1-0.
Yeah,
like
I think this
pays
situation.
the bills. This defines our family legacy. I'm playing tonight.
Yeah,
but
I think so, Ron. I think you go to the game and tell her, man, just don't push. I'll be right back.
Marcel Sanders said, "I love Franz. I love Franz. It was his first game 7, but get Franz and Ox off the floor. Ox, let me hear you say Franz over Apollo again, and I'm taking out the belt."
I'll stand on it.
Ox, come on. What was Chill just saying earlier?
I'm not finna, bro. Y'all be so easily swayed, bro. Y'all be so easily swayed by a couple of games of basketball.
If what you've seen from Paulo,
like, y'all over this whole, and I know y'all know ball, so stop acting like you don't. You can't watch 4 games of basketball and then make a decision like that. Like somebody has a bet. Yeah, but France played. You can't also act like Game 7 was his whole series because it wasn't. No, so that's what I'm saying. Like
over the series, Paulo
bro shot 28 shots, and Franz missed a lot of shots yesterday. So, and the one thing about basketball too, it's like, first of all, it's so easy to score the basketball that people act like when you miss shots, it was all defense. So like people miss shots, people make shots sometimes. A lot of times, defense ain't even really that big of a deal on when you, especially if you're shooting open shots. You know what I mean? Like he just missed shots. Bro, you cannot watch 4 games of basketball and make a decision based on a whole basketball career. That's just a bad way to look at
you've always been a fan of the number 2. Shout out Scottie Pippen.
I guess so.
All right, y'all, keeping it pushing. We probably gonna be around for like 10 more minutes, finishing up these super chats. Ox, Mars, early. If you guys gotta leave, I understand that. I'm gonna go ahead and run through these super chats from my.
We should leave Ron up here by himself reading super chats.
Do that. It's gonna be in the chat. It's gonna be in the chat reading.
We ain't doing that. We ain't gonna leave you like that. Go ahead, Ron.
LaFlame said Celtics in 4. SJ said, y'all let anyone up here. Keep the core panel and bring up Dub, Jalen, or Gifted. Early and the other white dude are terrible casuals.
Hey man, it's okay to be a fan and send super chats in. That's all I'll say.
Who's the other white dude?
The one that loves Jason Tatum, I think.
The Dallas Mavericks guy.
Mm-hmm. Shout out the other white dude, whoever he's talking about. UITCP3 said, or UITCP3 said, would you take a bet on the Cavs beating the Celtics if it goes to Game 7? Or am I tweaking?
I'll take Game 7. Anything can happen.
I'll take that bet right now.
Be True 23 said, I said this a few months ago. The amount of people that want Tatum to fail to just push an agenda is out of hand.
I agree with that. People do
I
just
think
watch,
he's gotten
people do
really
just
good
watch basketball.
Yeah, he's gotten really good teams. Like almost the. How many guys have had what Tatum has had in his couple years in the league? I'm just whatever. I don't care.
Early, we can't do this. Early, we can't do this.
We've had this conversation like 19 times.
I don't care.
Ad nauseum, Mars. Ad nauseum.
Yeah, we don't.
He's had a great setup. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations. He's had a great team. But people do just watch basketball with an agenda, whether it's a positive one or a negative one. It's weird. But
we just want him to have one by now. That's all.
Okay. I got a super chat from I don't know. They don't have a name.
Here we go.
He said, if Ant gets to the finals,
here we go.
You can say he's better than Luka.
Here we go.
You can say he's better than Luka right now.
Shout out to Ant-Man. But that's what I mean. See, people are watching these games strictly with an agenda. That's what it is. Just watching the game to push whatever narrative they want to push.
Oh god.
Almighty Scambo said, my boy showed grit in the second half, which is all I wanted to see. I knew he had the talent, just want to see the toughness. Hashtag Cavs and Foe. Hashtags down with Boston.
Shout out to Matt Strus too. He made some big shots.
Oh yeah, yes he did. Yes he did. 100%. When has Cleveland never been tough? Is the question.
Well, last year they got called into question by a lot of people.
I mean, they got roughed up. Well, there's a difference between being tough, Mars, and getting roughed up. Like somebody bringing the fight to you, that doesn't mean you're not tough. I mean, you are tough. You just got roughed up. And I don't think that the Knicks. I don't think that Cleveland wasn't tough. They just got roughed up. So I don't know when. I'm not. I can't remember whenever Cleveland was never tough.
Key
when LeBron
said,
went there.
I was the one that said Joe Ingles, Markelle, and Gary to add DeJounte and Lou Dort and bench Wendell for Mo, but we can't lose Jalen Paulo, Franz, and Jonathan Isaac.
OKC just not giving up. OKC not giving up Lou Dort. DeJounte might be attainable, but a guard is.
Mar, you think OKC likes Lou Dort that much?
Yes, they do.
I thought he was the most.
Did you see the players he just offered? Joe Ingles and Markelle?
Hell no, they ain't giving him up for them, dude.
Oh, okay, not for them guys. But I just feel like Carson Wallace can like replace him.
Carson Wallace isn't as strong as Lou Dort. Lou Dort's
Lou Dort's strong.
The strength agenda is the one I'm.
If Lou Dort was 6'8", he'd be he'd probably be Defensive Player of the Year.
Lou Dort being that strong, oh my god. Oh.
DSG Piccolo said, Rudy is questionable for the game tonight for personal reasons. I've seen some say it's the birth of his child. I still think he plays, though.
He wasn't at practice. Well, he wasn't at shoot-arounds, is what I've seen. So I don't know if he's going to play. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But
he ain't got to play. If
hopefully the baby just comes
together,
the game.
It's a problem.
I forgot his name. He played for the Rams. Really quick, Ronnie. He played for the Rams. They're in the Super Bowl, and his wife went into labor. She told the Rams staff, don't say nothing to him until after the game.
Is it Ricky Pearl?
No, it wasn't. This was in the Super Bowl. I think it was in 21. Don't say nothing to him until after the game, because if you say something to him, you're gonna screw him up. And sure enough, they won the game. Then the staff told him, "Yo, your wife is in the hospital," so he didn't went on.
Shout out to her.
Yes,
I know I'm being at that.
Oh, Van Jefferson.
That's him, Van Jefferson. Yeah.
I've seen it enough times, Mars. It's over.
Yeah, that's why I said first child. Like I think it's Rudy's first kid. Like,
his first kid? Okay, yeah.
It's
Reed in town can hold it down. We're good.
If Kai continues to play D at this level, combined with the insane offensive output, efficiency, and clutch impact, uncomfortable combos will be had.
Who is Kai?
Watching the game with an agenda. I told you. That's all it is. Absolutely. Whichever player you like, if they do this, hey man, we're gonna have to push him out. With whichever player you don't like, we're gonna have to move him. No, it's just watching the game.
Mars, I can't wait till the Rockets.
I see you do tomorrow.
Watch the game with an agenda. When the Rockets make the playoffs, we'll see how you act.
That's crazy, chill. I said we should leave him. I said we should leave him up here. He said we not leaving him up here. You were the first one to go.
Yeah, got about it.
Crazy, right?
You already know he got to bounce. Be easy. Call your mother.
That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. When you're not married, you can do what you want.
By the way, Chill turning down the Lisa Ray. Oop, that's insane.
Because Ron early might know him, but he can't plug that.
Who can? Hey, Chill ain't hard to sell. Chill ain't hard to sell. And Lisa always looking for
somebody. That sounds racist.
Lisa always looking for somebody. Chill ain't hard to sell. He's a good looking guy.
Hey, well, look, check this out. If Lisa got some leaking
like
pipes in her house and she need to get them plugged up and whatnot, tell her you know a plumber up in Seattle. I'm just saying I'm a handyman. I know I can, if she needs a grass mold.
She wants to settle down, man. She needs a guy who's ready to settle down. She has morals and values. He's ready to settle down.
So I don't got morals and values. You just see me bring out the good book, right?
You be gambling. You be a strip player.
I don't gamble. Who have I gambled with?
I got that same Bible too, by the way.
See, morals and values.
Yours hasn't been opened either, just like that one.
Good one there, Bob.
Pimp named Slickback said, "Did y'all hear that Pat Riley just responded to Jimmy Butler? He said he shouldn't be talking unless he's on the court. Trouble in South Beach."
Well, Pat's out of here anyway. Pat's leaving after this year.
We gonna act like this is Jimmy isn't one for people. What's the word? Like not saying what they mean. I don't think Jimmy's gonna take offense to that. Like if you think Jimmy's that soft skin to where someone says something against him, he's going, oh yeah, that's the reason he wants to leave.
But did he lie? Because when he played last year, the Celtics and the Knicks were out of the playoffs. So he didn't lie.
Isn't that kind of Pat Riley's point? That when you play and talk as much as you want. If you're not playing, don't talk about what you would have done if you were out there. Be out there next time.
Well, tell Pat Riley make a trade in the last 3 years that actually matters and talk to me.
Yo, early, you drink that hot chocolate?
Smoothie.
Now Jimmy's still gonna talk and Pat Riley's still gonna say the same thing.
You drinking that too fast, bro.
Football Breakdown said, so we're gonna ignore Jokic quote unquote playmaking and defense.
We spoke about it.
Jokic's been getting cooked this episode too.
That's what
he lost the one game.
Mav Don said Jokic defense has been all-time bad this playoffs.
I think so too.
Eli the Misfit said, Ron, Street said you dropped the goofy list. Goofy?
Damn.
Y'all don't want to hear my goofy list because it's a couple of y'all goofies in the chat that's going to be mad because I'm calling y'all out on y'all defense. Yeah. Because it's just some overrated goofies in the chat. It's some Jason Tatum goofies in the chat. That's all I'm going to say. Overrated. But shout out the real goofies. Y'all know who you are. Jake said, y'all thoughts on the Drake and K-Dot beef right now?
K-Dot's winning.
I haven't listened to any of the songs.
Shout out all my Canadians.
Are you a fan of rap, Mars?
I listen to rap.
You listen to European rap? I mean, British rap?
Not really.
Okay.
These are the two most overrated rappers in the game right now. Why would we listen to this?
All right, Bob, you one of them. God bless you.
People like confrontation. There's beef. People don't listen.
Who you like? Who you like, Bob?
Man, not Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
Who you like? The nigga that apologized. You like him?
Actually, I do. Actually, I do.
I bet you do.
Nathaniel 0214 said F1, in my opinion, is the hardest. So much goes into it.
Ox doesn't think that's a sport.
It's like golf. Golf isn't a sport. Golf is a game.
No.
All right, it's the hardest game that you can play. F1. Shout out F1.
Well, chess is quite difficult.
Yeah, it is. You see, and it's not a sport.
I don't think boxing is a sport.
They have chess competitions. They athletes.
Well, he just said it's true. Like, there's a lot of people that jump high that can't dunk for various reasons.
So Brack said, Ox's logic, can't dunk? ? Just jump higher.
Well, I mean, no. Actually, sometimes funny thing about dunking when you first start learning how to dunk, a lot of people jump too close to the rim. You know what I'm saying? You got no, Claire, I'm not wrong. Golfing is not a sport. Golf is a game. It's not a sport. But a lot of people jump too close to the rim when they're learning how to dunk. You got to jump a little further. Anybody out there that's at the age where they're just learning how to dunk and you're having trouble sometimes, you just get hung up on the rim. Jump a little further, and trust me.
I believe you, Bob, because Kyrie is the layup god. But every now and then he'll catch a lob, and you're like, when you get them ups?
She said you are. F1 is a sport.
Oh, F1?
Racing isn't a sport neither.
It's not a sport.
I mean, there's literally a definition of sport. Like, I don't think it's really up for you guys' interpretation.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, Mars coming back around to cook y'all like he typically does.
Mars being clever is a sport too.
Yeah, you just don't know the definition of sport.
Splash GXD said, "We know why he was only thinking about Tyrese Maxey."
He's saying he's hating on Kyrie.
FIFA Boy said, "El Almighty Lambo," and I stand with that. El Almighty Lambo. Shout out FIFA. Andra15789 said, "Ox, what happened to the Clippers? Talk about it, bum."
Kawhi Leonard.
Whoa, you're gonna call me that? I'm not responding to that. I'm not responding. He sent 35 cents. What are shiziks?
Respect check currency.
No, I will not respect check currency. If you're gonna call me a bum, at least spend some money.
Well, speaking of shiziks,
broke bum,
shiznicks or shits,
Right.
whatever you,
I'm a bum, and you're sending 15 cents in check currency. Get your bread.
Well, Andra15789 sent through more shiziks, 20 of them. He said Luka averaged 30, 10, and 9, and he's not top 15. LOL. Funny.
He forgot
because you didn't send enough shiziks, so no, it doesn't count.
he forgot that Lucas averaged 13 complaints on not getting the foul in game 2.
Get your shiziks up.
Yo, Andra, for real, you my guy for real. You one of our avid fans. You a listener. You sent through consistent super chats. Andra, I rock with you. I really rock with you for real. Polar Bear said 99% of gamblers give up before they hit big.
Facts. Don't give up now, man. Don't give up. Facts.
I've seen some crazy bets. Like I've seen some crazy bets where guys have actually hit.
And
but
last
how
but
many
not
did
least,
they lose?
Doesn't matter.
Last but not least, we got one more final super chat. And it's in shiziks. Andra15789 said, again, what happened to the Clippers?
Oh man, Steve Ballmer. What's his name?
Trade
Steve Ballmer.
Kawhi Leonard, man.
Steve Ballmer. Steve Ballmer's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
He probably told Kawhi that you're gonna get the rest of your contract in shiziks, and Kawhi said, "You know what? I'm not playing no more." That's why they lost.
You said Orlando needs some vets. You like Kawhi over there?
Yeah, I do. Come off the bench behind Paolo. Come play 15 minutes. Hell yeah.
We gotta give Kawhi
the
Jonathan Isaac treatment.
And getting 15 million a year is crazy.
All right, y'all. In case you don't know, it's going down on Playback later today. We got PC football at 5:15 Eastern time on Playback. Y'all be sure to pull up over there, support them boys, and go join the dub stream. Shortly thereafter, it will be me versus all these New York bums on Playback for the Pacers versus the Knicks. Y'all pull up to watch this Halley masterclass. Y'all pull up so Pascal can show you how unstoppable he is. And y'all pull up to show y'all that Miles Turner is a little better than what y'all thought he was. L Knicks, L Brunson, L Hart, L Tom Thibodeau, L Statue of Liberty, L everything in the Northeast.
L Statue of Liberty is crazy.
And also after that, pull
L
up to
Tracy
watch.
Morgan.
Facts.
Hey Claire, when do I got another Playback?
You could just ask me. I could tell you. You don't.
Okay.
Unless the Kings come back or something miraculously, you don't, brother. And also chill. It will be on Playback too, watching the second game of the night. That's the Wolves and the Nuggets. So y'all pull up to tap in with that too.
Hey Bob, let Jalen pay me first before he pays you once the Wolves win, please.
Oh damn!
Since you made him wait for his money with tickets.
Early out here with condos begging for his bet money, man. You getting suspect, man.
Hey, listen. You know how much mortgage costs in LA?
Facts. It's
a lot of money. I paid $3,300 for a 2-bedroom.
Difference is early. If Jalen don't pay me, he know I'll pull up to Toronto. I'll be in the
same here. Same here.
All right, y'all. We out of here.
At the gym. We're not gonna be at the gym, Bob. You'll be at the gym.
Before we leave, Dub UK, Dub Canada, especially the Canadian women, Dub Cleveland, L New York, and get your shiziks up.
Get your shiziks up.